That's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. We are live, my friends.
Welcome back, viewers.
Greetings and salutations, old friends.
To the tale of the four adventurers, who may or may not do anything of importance.
And may also be idiots.
May?
Are
May?
definitely idiots.
I mean, I wasn't going to be insulting, but yes, I will agree. So where we last left off, you had all just cleared out the goblin-held little cave near Junk Beach. And you were on your way back with one of the goblins' prisoner.
Yep, tied to Yerland. Jonas, that's it.
Also, here's the thing I'm going to say, by the way. So, because I know how much you guys like to take prisoners, I'm going to be putting in a little bit of a house rule if you guys all agree to this.
Does it make
Basically,
it easier to take prisoners?
It should.
Because we fucking couldn't last session.
Basically, what I'm going to do is whenever you're fighting just with lethal damage, so long as you say you're not trying to outright kill them, unless you do a substantial amount of damage past however much health they have left, there is a chance that they will go down but not die. So fall unconscious due to pain, be incapacitated due to injuries, yada yada.
I like
You're
this
still gonna
idea.
have to. You're still gonna have to do something to save them from dying, because you know you're stabbing them. But
yeah, and then anyone that we actually do want to make sure we're dead, we're gonna have to go around and coup de grace them, aren't we? We have to go around and just go, is this one dead?
Well, no,
Yeah.
I think he means if
Well,
we
if
say
you-
we don't want to
yeah.
kill them.
If we actually want to get, okay.
yeah,
So
I
we'll
thought you
kill
were like
them
forever.
straight
It's like,
up.
oh god, we're gonna be double tapping.
yeah. If you say you want to capture someone, then you'll have the chance of them surviving wounds. And
Like,
whatnot.
yeah, if you say, I'll take this guy alive, then they have a chance of surviving. If you don't say that, then you just kill them straight up.
Yeah. If
rather
you,
than
however, if
faffing
you
around
do,
for 20 turns trying to knock them fucking unconscious.
if you do try to just straight up knock them unconscious with non-lethal, that is a guaranteed way to take them without, well, having to try to save their life later.
As long as Cybran hits them.
Yeah.
With his
so-
chair leg.
So the downside to doing this is, well, they'll be bleeding from a significant amount of wounds that you've inflicted.
Could
more
only
than
just be
likely.
one.
It could be, depending on how hard that wound hits.
Their intestines are falling out. They're still alive.
But like I said, if you do roll high enough above however much health they have left, well, let's just say a sword going from the shoulder down to the hip isn't going to leave much to save.
They have been cleft in twain. Tis but a flesh wound.
So is everyone all right with that house rule?
I'm fine with it.
I prefer it than spending 15 turns trying to smack someone on the head with a piece of wood. Because we spent a good, 25 minutes, 30 minutes last session, easily, just trying to knock out 2 goblins.
Pumping armor, man.
Yes, armor is fun.
I have a question. Why didn't we try to strip the armor off of him?
I mean, you could now.
Well, I thought we'd left the cave. That was the last
Well,
thing we did. We left.
Yeah, we've left the cave. What I'm as like when we were. I just now thought of it when we were trying to knock him unconscious because I couldn't pierce his
Helmet.
DC.
Yeah, he had a helmet on.
Why didn't we any of us think to try and remove his armor while he was pinned?
The best thing is,
Because I would guess that because donning armor takes like several rounds, if you're putting it on willingly, if you're trying to take it off somebody unwillingly, then I'm going to assume it's going to take fucking forever.
well, it's probably going to be a combat maneuver.
That, well, one, yeah, it'd be a combat maneuver. And two, it would take time and be multiple combat maneuver checks because, granted, it'd be easier for him because his was just a whole bunch of metal plates held together by some leather strips. If you're facing someone that's wearing like
A
a
proper
chainmail
knight
shirt or
in,
hell
like,
full
proper mail
plate,
armor, yeah.
yeah, you're not getting them out unless they want to or they're unconscious.
It takes them and 2 squires 52 minutes to put them in that, let alone get them out of it.
Yeah.
Go, ladies and gentlemen, a common old garden goblin now coming with 3 squires. For limited time only.
The best thing is, we spent like 8 turns trying to knock that guy unconscious, and then the next one we run into, I just stab him through the face, and he died first strike.
Well, it was like that other one, wasn't it? We came around to the altar to like let around the corner. It was like, ding, crossbow. Oh fuck! So I didn't think it'd kill him.
Hey, you don't have blunted bolts,
Oh yeah,
do you?
you shot him through
No.
the face, and he just died
Oh
instantly.
fuck balls!
Yeah, the one you wanted to take alive, you just went ka-twang, thunk.
And then we basically settled
Well,
for
I
the
thought-
last one.
My thinking was like, let's whittle his health down a little bit and then smack him to death with the last couple of points. Not he was like, think, oh, fucking, I just killed him. Okay.
You just put a crossbow bolt through his head.
This guy, as far as we can tell from his like stature position, as far as we can tell, is probably not the brains of the operation.
You
So
think?
the knowledge that we're gonna gain from him is
One with the
probably
crossbow
gonna
bolt.
be limited. That one probably not. Also, the brains of the operation.
No, the brains of the operation are all over that altar. You at the back of his head.
And your crossbow bolt.
I've cleaned that.
A little bit of prestidigitation every time he pulls out a bloody.
Just wipe it on the back of your cape.
How dare
Yeah,
you?
this was the one who was trying to hit you with the tree branch, by the way.
Oh yes, I did throw the tree branch
That's the
away. I
one you
want to
did
throw that
capture.
one out.
Yeah. So, you're all near Junk Beach, and you guys just want to head back to the garrison?
I
that
believe
was the
that was
plan,
what we
wasn't
were doing. Yeah.
Question: is our health still the same value as they were when we ended that?
We were fully healed.
Yes, until you rest.
I
So
thought
right
Belham
now
did
it'd
a
be-
mass cure wounds and it healed all of us.
We kept
Uh,
doing the channel divinity to heal
Yes.
us a little bit.
I think Cybram was down to like
I
three-quarters
was,
health or so.
I was down to 6.
yeah, I can't actually see because you don't exist anymore on that map.
There was one point where I think I was down to 1.
There was one
That
point
was-
where I was unconscious,
Yeah, yeah.
but the amount of channel energies has got me back to full health. So
It was like,
For simplicity's sake, because there's going to be opportunities to rest because you're in the town, I'm going to say you can put your health back to full. Alright. So, as you go up to the garrison, it's its usual relatively quiet self. A guard standing out at the front door, just sort of on watch. A couple people passing by. And the guard, when he notices the 5? Does he still have Yopness out?
yep, he's
Mhm.
carrying the goblin.
he's the one dragging the goblin.
Yeah. So when he sees the 5 of you walk up and a goblin on Yotness's back, unconscious, he's let's say a bit startled.
Probably slightly
Oh,
confused
it's okay.
as well.
I'd also got these. I was like the large volume of ears that I cut off of everything.
I'm imagining they're on a
It's
nice
okay.
little
We
bit of
killed a
rope,
fair few.
nice little bit of string. You know?
Dog wants the ears.
That
This
that
one's
is just
ears.
happening in the
No,
middle
I
of
was
the
to say your
street.
dog's really adding to this.
So yeah, at that he just sort of waves you inside and opens the door for you.
Not questioning, just lets us in.
Yep.
It's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna ask.
And so now you're all standing in the main entranceway of the guard garrison. It's a decently large room. A couple of desks near the far wall, as well as another double door directly across from where you entered.
Oh, so
And
this
there's a
isn't
couple
where
more
we were
guards in
before.
there. No.
Ah,
Yeah,
right.
this is the main entrance rather than the side entrance. Like, here, give me a second, actually.
Because you do have that map.
Yeah, these tokens are going to be out of date, and I'm going to need to shuffle stuff around really quick. Because didn't really think about using this for this.
That's fair.
Also, the desks aren't going to be there, that sort of thing, yada yada.
You can quickly add them in.
How
We'll
about we
settle for a
reality
big brown
combined
box.
here?
Shit, it's a guard.
Yeah. There's a guard outside. More guards.
We're
Sort of sitting
surrounded.
around. This one's just sort of laying against the wall.
He's found a hole in the universe again.
No,
No, he
the
walked
whole
out the door.
Yeah, now that I can't go back in.
You locked
Door
the
is
door.
stuck. Door is stuck.
Damn
What's
it.
happening?
God
All right, don't
fucking
go
damn
through
it,
the. God damn
Cyber.
it! Stop doing that. All right. So, yeah, the guard lieutenant that you're with, who's now
Lieutenant
the guard
Cole.
captain, is over here. No, not Cole.
Oh, not Cole.
No, wait. No.
Because the lieutenant is currently in a box.
The original
So
one
his
was
head.
Cole
Yeah, it's
took
very-
over
yes,
as
it is.
lieutenant.
This is Lieutenant Cole.
Yay!
So he's just sort of sitting there behind a desk, and he looks up as you all come in. Ah, you're back. And he just sort of peters off as he sees the goblin on Jotun's back, as well as the fact that one of you is holding up a whole bunch of goblin ears.
He just
Jingle,
walked
jingle,
in
jingle.
holding all the ears up.
So,
Well, I'll just sort of brandish them if anyone gives us questioning looks.
I take it you dealt with the goblin problem?
Hey, goblin
Maybe.
problem? I'm sure there's more.
We've dealt with
Oh.
a goblin problem, as my friend says.
Okay, we're all good.
However, you
Thank-
may wish to send some guards down to Junk Beach and ensure that a goblin temple underneath the lighthouse is properly sealed.
There was a temple. Wait, I think.
It was kind of temple-like, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What, did they get into the sewers?
No, next to it.
Huh. Well, that cave's new then.
Wait, new?
I'll point out to where the entrance was on the map.
Yes, there was a
Oh,
pathway
yeah.
next to it.
That cave is, well, probably. I say new. We haven't really actually gone down onto the beach in the past, 8 months.
I thought you said you had people patrolling it.
Well, by patrolling, they mainly just walk up down the path, stand at the end of the path, and look around the beach a bit, and then walk back up.
Fair enough.
I
also-
don't have I don't have the people to spare to patrol just the beach. They have to stop at other places.
Fair enough.
I understand. I would like to point out that there is also a very convenient cliffside path the goblins can take to bypass your city walls and get in here.
Where on this map?
I will point out where that is as well.
It's not very wide. It's only about a foot and a half wide, but big enough for a goblin.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to post some men there for proper watches.
Posting men
I'm
would
gonna
be
have
a
to
waste.
just take 2 off of the. What do you mean?
Do you not have a wizard or sorcerer who could summon some form of rock formation there to block it off?
Not on the town's payroll. We've got a couple other groups such as yours that come through, but
This brings up a question I have for the DM. How are we doing the I completely forgot. How are we doing the magic in our game?
It's relatively
common?
normal.
it's relatively common. Like, so the everyday, like, these guys as guardsmen will know about magic, and they'll have a general idea of what it can do.
Yeah, I think we all sort of
Farmer
agreed
Joe
on
will know.
a medium level of magic in the world.
Yeah, Farmer Joe will know of magic. He won't have any idea of what it can actually do, though, so you might be able to, pull off, like, a bluff that you can make the sky fall or something. Something stupid like that as a spellcaster. But the
Well, that's
guard have a
Farmer Joe's actually a dryad.
the guard have a reasonable expectation of what a spellcaster can do.
Okay.
Although there are a few spellcasters they might not have seen in this sort of area.
Well, yes,
Like
this
summoners
is a
are fairly rare.
up and coming town, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
but as he said, there's also a bunch of adventurer parties that come through here. So
that's fair. Build a wall?
we can.
Topical.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of bricks lying around from the old the old lighthouse.
Get a couple
Like
of
to
masons, build a wall. That should stop them. It wouldn't need to be a high wall or a big one, I wouldn't have thought.
Get some sticks of
No,
dynamite,
because
blow up the
goblins
path.
are short. Yeah, not like ladders or something they might bring along with them.
They might, but once their temple is sealed off, I don't see much reason they would come back to the beach. I could be wrong.
Easy
Yeah,
exit.
you called it that before. What do you mean by temple?
You know your cathedral? Kind of like
Yes.
that, but for goblins.
Facepalm.
What?
Am I
What?
wrong?
The sad thing is, he's actually kind of right.
A place of worship for the goblins to worship the mother of monsters, whoever the bloody hell she is.
Well, at least it makes sense what the goblins are worshipping this time.
What
do you mean this time?
Last time?
Well, last time they tried worshipping a bear that was eating them.
That sounds fucking hilarious.
Give a goblin something that can pound him and his clan into the ground, and they'll probably worship it.
I have
But at
suddenly
least
got
they're
many
worshipping
ideas.
actual- Why?
Don't worry. Don't worry. Anyway, so yes, they were worshipping the mother of monsters and giving sacrifices of burnt meat and such.
The usual goblin stuff.
However-
I'll talk with some of the priests at the temple and see if that actually will do something for them, but
It
it
should be
should be
fine.
relatively harmless.
As long as you seal up that cave and don't enter it, whatever you do not enter it, just seal it.
He raises an eyebrow at that.
If you see any goblin dogs, do not touch them.
Well, yeah. That's common knowledge.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay then.
We've dealt with goblins before.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Goblins are a fairly common occurrence for the guards. I'm sure they're a little bit more they have a bit more expertise on them than us.
Quite possibly.
Especially you.
More than likely.
So, I take it there's a reason why you're waving around the ears?
Yes,
You okay me for it? Bounty?
Bounty.
Alright.
He remembered that.
It's,
I did not. So he started butchering dead goblin corpses.
Alright.
Well, I wouldn't call it butcher.
It's about 5 gold per ear. How many ears do you have?
Excellent. I'll present him with the 20 goblin ears I took.
22! Though can we keep them on this guy for a while?
I was like, where are you pulling the 2 from? Oh.
Are you just gonna cut off the goblins?
I was like, oh, hang on, 5 gold each. Well, there's 20. Give me a second. I'll give you 2 more.
Please don't. Why don't we need to question him?
Yes, we need to question him. Can his ears
He doesn't
come
need ears. Oh, no, he does, I
afterwards?
suppose.
I think
Can we
he
get a
needs those-
prepayment for those ears? But they kind of remain attached to his head. Just for now.
I've just fucking written 20 gold ears down here.
20 gold ears.
Isn't there a spell called the Touch of Midas?
Okay. Out of character, where are you getting 20 from?
We
He cut 2 off of each goblin.
Yeah, he cut off 2
Yeah,
ears as
I
part
got
of
both sets.
Yeah.
And we killed like 10 goblins and like 7 dogs.
Right, because I have it set down in each separate part of the encounter. First bit was 12 goblin ears. Second bit was 8. 12 including the like the guys at the start, then the guys at the altar, and then when we went into the room at the end, that was the end.
Do me a favor, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Roll me a sense mode or a bluff.
Who, me? Or
Whoever's
Runic?
trying to convince him you have 20.
I do have 20. I have 10 dog ears on top that I wasn't going to sell it.
Claiming 2 bounties on 1 creature.
Oh, that's true.
It's
Well, oh no, he said per ear.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, we dealt with a good 20 down there. You probably shouldn't go down there anyway because of the dogs and such. Just make sure it's sealed so the goblins don't get in again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just sort of jiggle the string they're attached to.
Just start wearing it as a necklace.
No, just like the as emphasis, like the
Mm-hmm.
Swear.
Oh, come
So I believe I owe you 50 gold.
on, man. Just sounds about right.
Can you not do maths?
No.
Right.
Maths is hard.
Not-
So
I'm not
so
surprised.
it's 5 gold per goblin, not per ear then.
Yes.
Right, you see. Let's see. If we'd known that, I just wouldn't have bothered cutting off all of the ears.
Uh-huh.
But we made doubly
The
sure
word-
that
the
each
word-
goblin was dead.
The wording I had was per ear. That's fine.
All right. Well, from this point
Indignantly
on,
sniff and polite.
it's
Because
5 gold
we've
per
still got to
goblin.
go and deal with their village type place where they
5 gold
live.
per head, you say?
We do not have the space to carry 15 goblin heads.
I don't think I have that much string.
All you need is a ear from a goblin to prove you killed it.
A
What
single
about
ear.
dogs? Is there anything on
You-
goblin dogs?
You want to touch the dogs? That's
Well, yeah, nobody wants to touch those.
Can I set? Do you want me to burn them?
Well, you can if you want. I'll just.
Don't you have to touch them to burn them?
No. I didn't have to touch that guy's cape to set it on fire. Forget you heard that.
Wait, whose cape did you set on fire?
Ignore it. Don't worry.
It was a
Mm.
misunderstanding.
Anyway, have you got anywhere that you
He
can
has
store?
more than once set myself on fire. Not particularly happy about it, but
You're fine. Shush. You got anywhere you can store Dave over there for a while?
Yeah, I got some cells in the back. And
He
just sort of
may start
gestures behind
screaming,
the door.
but just send a guard to come and get us. I talk Goblin. I will beat some sense into him.
We should point out this goblin does have a particular set of lungs on him.
He spent a long time screaming before we finally knocked him unconscious.
We're honestly surprised he didn't pass out from the screaming. I'm honestly concerned of if he's actually a goblin or not.
He may have lost some brain cells due to some form of asphyxiation. I'm sure he will be fine.
Brains?
Worst case scenario, gag him.
I'll keep that in mind. The guard just sort of coming up.
But yes,
as
when he wakes up,
gestures to another one.
send a guard to find us.
All right. Oh, and because I don't have anything for you right now, I think the mayor wanted to talk to you.
Ah, she's heard of us now, has she?
Well, once we got the situation here relatively sorted, I of course told her everything that happened.
Oh yes, I suppose you had to mention the fact that the lieutenant was dead, hence why you got your promotion, presumably.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see that you've not lost your head.
I would
Thank
stop
you.
talking.
Keep it that way.
I would definitely stop talking now, Ezra, please.
It's a compliment.
By the way, do you hand over the goblin?
Yes.
That's an answer for Runic, isn't it?
Yeah. Runic?
it's technically Jotnus. Does he want to
Runic
keep him
or
as a chew
Jotnus?
toy?
oh,
Do you hand over the goblin to the guard that's right in front of you?
yes. Can you hear us or not?
Okay.
You
yes,
did
I
cut
can.
out there.
Okay, right. Before we do,
I'm gonna cut off his ear.
yeah. No, I was just saying. I just want to take one of his ears off, so that if we meet him again, we can go, "Hey, we know you."
I think there's easier ways to prevent it.
Is there? I mean, I hadn't thought of branding. To be fair, have you got any with you?
I can carve one into him.
I mean, just some I don't know, maybe twat on his forehead or something. just so that if we see him again, we know that the guards have let him.
A permanent reminder of who we
Why
are.
would they let a goblin go into the town?
No, I'm just imagining the Inglorious Bastards, the speech
Yeah.
that he gives each one of them that he captures.
Are we just going to be doing that to goblins now?
Oh god. Now you're gonna get that goblin something to really scream about.
Look, I'm pretty sure they'll keep the goblin here. We don't need to.
Yes,
bring
until
him.
we've talked to him, then
Okay, fine.
God knows what they'll do with him.
All right, yeah, just hand him over. Hand him over. And for the 50 gold for the ears, do you want me to keep hold of that, or do you want me to split it between the four of us? Or
It would be, what, 12 gold each?
12 gold, 5 silver. If we're not keeping track of silver, then just 12 gold.
Yeah, we're not keeping it. We're keeping it simple.
I'll keep track of silver.
How do you know the value of? Oh wait, you played this game before.
12 gold is quite a lot in my small amount of D&D knowledge.
It's enough to
Yeah.
buy me rice porridge.
And an ale to go with it. I mean, you might as well keep it.
You split up.
Go that into the party fund, as it were.
I mean, can do,
I won't.
if you want.
Oh,
I would.
then throw the remainder into the party fund.
Or the 1 gold.
50, so 10.
Or,
No,
or,
50.
or you can give me.
Oh, go what? 10 each? Yeah, can do.
Yeah. With the remaining 10 going in the party fund.
Yeah. That'll work. So that's an
Keeping track
additional
of the
Okay.
party.
Yeah.
10 gold. No, that's not an additional fucking 2,000 gold. Misclick. Right, so, shall we go and see the mayor if Lieutenant Cole has nothing else for us?
I see no objections to this.
I'm sure she has something important to give us, so...
Did the music stop?
No,
I'm
it's still
sure
playing.
there's something that you're excited to give her.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
me too well.
Voting that
Begins
Ezra-
with R and ends in odgering.
I'm voting that we don't let Ezra lead the
Rogering,
conversation.
yes. What's rogering?
Yes, no, you're not talking to her. That's fine.
But I'm very good at talking to people.
Unanimous decision. You will keep your mouth shut.
Never going to
I
happen.
can talk.
I was gonna say, it was we've made a unanimous decision, and it's Cybran just going, "You're not doing it. That's unanimous."
No, what
This is not a democracy, damn it.
No, to be fair, I had a mouthful of tea.
Since you guys didn't answer, that automatically means you voted for the winner, and I'm obviously the winner.
Damn it! Is that how democracy works?
That's not a democracy.
No.
It's justice, because it's just
I
us.
feel like
Oh, get out.
I can talk. If I need
gonna say-
someone. Yeah.
Dwarf sounds very depressed. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Ugh.
Do we need to stop by and get you some ale?
Yes.
No? Why?
Okay. No, Ezra, you're not getting drunk.
But I function best when drunk.
Oh,
Yeah, hang on.
Out.
Fuck you. Sense motive. My motive, you don't need to sense motive. My motive is I want to get pissed.
It's more of a determine whether or not you're lying. Although
What, lying that I want to get
probably-
pissed?
No, lying you function better when you're drunk. But then again, you might think you function better when you're drunk. This is a dilemma.
It is incredibly difficult for me to get drunk. I have to really work at it. I'm assuming at this point Lieutenant Cole is just watching us bicker in the middle of this room like some kind of married couple.
Yeah, he's just sort of leaning back and watching.
Keep staring and I start charging.
I'm just going to turn to Lieutenant Cole. I bet this is as entertaining as the goblins worshipping the bear that was mauling them.
A bit.
Because personally, I would find that
Just a
fucking
bit.
hilarious.
I love the fact that Viking is or Ezra is turning slightly more into like a posh knobhead. It's like he's just like he's just slowly getting more and more posh.
I'm going through phases. I'm trying out different
What are you-
personalities.
What are you talking about, peasant?
Oh god.
I'm trying out different personalities.
Are you a sociopath? Oh my god.
There is one thing that is very important for you to understand. I am definitely a sociopath. And as I say that, I sort of lean
he's
into
playing
Belden.
D&Ds.
I sort of lean into Belden. What's a sociopath?
Um,
Definition, Ezra.
okay, well, it's you.
Huh.
Yeah,
I will take it as a compliment.
I wouldn't.
Well, clearly, because you're not a sociopath.
I would like to find that Terran reality now, please.
I want out.
Let me leave. Let me leave.
I'm boarding the Nope train to Nopeville. Gonna nope out of here hard.
Right, to
please
the
don't
man.
use turn. Maybe get out of here.
Nope, these walls seem solid. Walls seem solid.
They should be. I hope they are.
To the man.
Alright, so to the mayor. Which is basically just back to the main page here.
Excellent. According to the
Who's
map of Sandpoint that I found, essentially, like, that is where the mayor's office is.
Right next to the garrison?
Yeah, literally, like, opposite the garrison. Like, that's the town hall, and there's the garrison.
I mean,
How
fun.
would, how,
Hmm?
sorry, how would my domain spells work? I'm like trying to look at them and figure them out.
Fucking magic, son.
Well, one, yes. But two, they are additionals to your spells that you get just for being a cleric.
I know, but I don't know how many times like do they work along the side?
Um,
Along the
You
sides?
get one additional cast of them that you can only use on them, but
Okay.
you can also use them as any of your regular spells.
Okay. Right. Gotcha. Roger. Alright. Do I have to prepare them? Along
Yes.
now, does that prepare count towards my overall prepared? Or can I only just prepare one domain spell?
I believe it's you prepare a domain spell as well as your other ones. I'm not
Okay.
certain though.
Right. Okay.
Alright. So on to the mayor, which is right across the street.
time to stop for ale then.
Nope, no time to stop for ale.
I mean, Cracktooth Tavern's not too far.
The other,
Alright, so
It's like cross the road, though, so...
yeah. As you all enter the town hall, there's it's a fairly small entranceway, about the same as the guard one. There's a couple people sitting at desks on the far end of the hall, and one of them, when they see all of you, it is a he. When he sees all of you, he gets up and walks over. Ah, are you the adventuring party that the mayor wanted to see?
Yes.
All right.
I just got the feeling we've all stood at the door and sort of like looked at each other and gone, "Are we?" I mean,
Perhaps.
All right, then, if you please follow me.
Alright.
And he leads all of you over to a small-ish back office and knocks on the door. Who is it? It's the adventuring party you want to see, ma'am. Oh, well, let them in, please. And so he opens the door and just sort of gestures for all of you to go in.
I follow first into.
How do you follow
the door.
first?
No, I go in first, having the rest of the party follow me.
Fair
I
enough.
don't think he needs ale to get drunk. Wow.
What we don't know is he's got a conical flask that he's been drinking out of the entire time. The bottomless
So as you
flask of
all-
holding.
As you all walk into the office, it's a decently sized office, a bit bigger than the ones that you were at in the temple. And it's all... There's a nice painting of the harbor off on the left wall. A big desk in front of you with a couple chairs sat in front of it. 4 to be precise, and a single person sitting behind the desk. She has short red hair and a fairly dark green shirt on. And as you all enter, she gets up and reaches over the desk to offer her hand for you.
A redhead, I
shake
like it.
I make sure Ezra gets no closer.
Hello there.
General Kenobi!
I'm
We got
Kindred
the-
Devlin. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Bella.
Sorry, could you just say your name again for me, please?
Kendra Devlin.
Kindred?
Kendra.
Oh,
Devlin.
Sorry. Yeah.
This is Erland. This is Ezra. This is Kerna.
Excuse me?
Serna, right? No?
Serena.
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 We don't know her
I
real name.
still- I still don't know. Yeah. And we're the party that dealt got rid of the issue of the god, that one god that kind of messed things up. And
Yeah, to be
killed
honest, that's the only thing of
lieutenant.
note we've actually done so far, isn't it? Got the
No, man.
lieutenant killed and then killed his killer.
Well, we discovered a weak point to the city walls.
Yeah, but
We
she
found
wouldn't
that
know
one.
that.
Well, we're telling her now. Now,
Why are
I'm
you
just
saying this?
imagining you're all talking in front of her.
She's right here. Why don't you just tell her this? Like you're talking like she's not here.
Well, I was told I'm not allowed to talk
Apologies.
to her, so...
You're not. So stop talking.
No, you were told to stop talking.
At all, point in fact,
She's
not
just
just to
sort of-
her.
She's just sort of leaned back from, like, leaning over the desk to offer her hand. It's just sort of standing there. A
I
bit
shook it.
confused that there's
I
a
did
group
shake
of squabbling. Like, yeah, no. After
Right.
you shook the hand, she just took her hand away and is standing there a bit confused at the group of squabbling children.
Ooh, no. Apologies. This one is a little bit inappropriate. We want to be respectful towards you. But yeah, we are the group that dealt with the small issues that are coming, and we're hopefully gonna also deal with the goblin issue. We're hoping.
Yes, I'm afraid I might have to ask you to put that on hold for a little bit, though.
Oh, more things to do.
All right. What do you have for us then?
Well, as she reaches under her desk for a moment.
Insight check.
got-
I was going to say, sense motive, please? Just
Yeah,
pulls out a
just sort
double
of-
barrel.
Try and sidle behind somebody else.
pulls out a super shoddy. No.
What is she? She is.
I mean,
what is she?
handguns are potentially a thing.
God damn it, you guys had to mention Will Wheaton's terrible rolls, and now look at the rolls on him.
If you'd let me finish.
No. Was she pulling something bad?
He was going for a weapon.
You killed the mayor! She pulled a gun! She had a knife.
So
I am the man now.
she reaches back up and pulls out a map, which she then spreads on the table.
I would like to have pointed out that my hand
I'm still
has
just
been on my
sidling.
sword.
I've very pointedly just walked behind Ezra.
As she...
Just
Why
sort of-
behind me?
Wait, that's between two people now.
As she went to reach under her desk, I would like to point out that my hand did quite quickly go to my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nothing personal.
Okay. So, well, she pulls out the map.
Which sword?
Yeah, she pulls out this map and spreads it onto the table. And for those of you who actually know your geology, or geography-ish,
I was going to say, geology is the study of rock.
shut it.
There's a lot of rocks
This
in this.
is this
I
is
know.
a map of Russia, aka the country you're currently in, or state, country, yeah, it's a
County,
country.
probably. County,
It's a
country,
country.
something like that.
Yeah, it's a
Holy
country.
shit, I see there's a big fucking wall, possibly aqueduct.
So,
Right.
as she pulls this out, I've got message from the mayor of Nybor, and he's been saying he's been having a bit of issues with some of his own people.
Issues with his own people. Is he experiencing a peasant uprising?
No, not among the citizens, but
Let me guess,
some of
his
the
guards.
nobles nearby.
Oh,
Most of the guards
nobles.
seems to be, at least from his message, seems to be loyal to him. But
A noble?
Seems
he's
to be.
suspicious of some. He's suspicious of some of the nobles nearby.
I love posh people.
And so he wanted assistance, but, well, as the lieutenant has no doubt told you, I can't really spare many of my guard.
Guards are, shall we say, brute-handed when it comes to silent investigations of this sort, I would believe.
I'm going to pointedly lean around him and just raise my eyebrows.
Why are you
Can you
standing behind me?
Imagine your head kind of doing that cartoon snake thing around his.
Yeah, just a.
Do you think I'm some kind of shield?
What?
So,
No, honestly.
I actually didn't hear what she said because people were talking over her.
She
What
said the
was
mayor
it?
of Nybor was having an issue with some of the nobles in the around his town,
Well, he
and she can't
believed
spare any
that there
guards.
was
Of Nightball?
Just
Nybor.
Nybor.
Nybor. It is just to the,
It's
yeah,
the town, yeah,
just south of Ember Lake.
east northeast.
Well, it's on Ember Lake, I suppose.
With a dirty brown smear.
Well, who and the who was it that he's having trouble with?
He's having a bit of trouble with the nobles of the town. Or at the very
What?
least, he's heard some disturbing rumors that have been going about, and some of his own sources have confirmed them.
Do you
Did-
know
Ah,
what these
Were the
disturbing rumors are?
Well, in his message, he said he was fearful for his life, so I can only imagine.
Ah,
How
okay.
old message?
And in your time for this mayor of Nibor, has he? What's your thoughts of it? Is he a good person? Is he like an okay person, okay mayor?
He's a good man. He's been running the town justly, and as far as anything that anyone from Agmar or I have seen, rightly.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what could have started the nobles on this sort of course, though.
I have
They
a few
were working
ideas.
with them decently until, well, his message says about a month ago, but that took 2 weeks to get here.
And this is just a question to DM. We're at Sandpoint, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
So,
about
Maya, so from Sandpoint
100
to
miles?
Nabor here, now with the in-between, do you think maybe, do your guards or others, might know where the goblins are? Because we can kill two stones, with one,
That's not how that saying goes, my
Uh,
friend.
we can kill
I
one bird with two
I
stones.
no, I think you'll find killing
circles
two
with one
stones
bird.
with one bird is a perfectly acceptable.
I would
It is quite
like
impressive.
to see you try this.
It is
Just
quite
you wait
impressive.
till my next level up, and then Jotunus will be a bird, and I'll watch him kill two stones, and you can see.
Earth elementals. It still counts.
I still only counts as one.
I highly doubt.
No, we don't know where they're coming from, although I'll have some of my guards working on it while you're gone.
We've given the
Oh, wow.
lieutenant some ideas of how to stop the goblins.
At least slow them down.
To have people who can who can see people's truths using magic,
Oh, I can do that.
holy or arcane.
Yeah, you can do that, but you're not trustworthy.
Thanks.
We don't really have anyone here in the town that's a resident. A couple of the adventurers that pass through, maybe, but, well, that's all luck.
Right. Okay. I would look into possibly getting one of those adventurers.
You're looking for a lie
Like-
detector.
Basically,
What
and
is a
you start
lie
going through your guards. You don't have not all your guards are trustful. The new lieutenant is trustful from our understanding.
Unsurprisingly, the old one was as well.
And the old one was too.
Less
so
helpful,
you got-
however.
but just keep an eye on that. Not all your guards are trustworthy. Trustworthy. Do you happen to know anything about the untrustworthy guards? As I look at her.
No. In fact, I didn't even know there was much going on with that until, well, until
Wait.
the lieutenant was dead and the sergeant was
Did
dead. And
Bellin
the
say-
lieutenant came and told me about it.
Did Bellin say as I
Sense
look
motive.
I like looked at her trying to see 18.
Is she lying?
God damn it!
She seems truthful.
She seems truthful. Okay. Alright. I just wanted to make sure the mayor wasn't in on stuff because we all had that like motive in our back of our minds going.
She's in on
She's
it.
the one running it. So
Wait.
that was like the test basically. Anyway, okay. Well, that just wondering. Do you happen to have transport to Nybor?
And supplies. It is a 2-week journey, as you say.
There's the trade convoy that's going to leave, I believe, tomorrow morning. She sort of like reaches over to a book, opens it, and starts flipping through.
We could ride
yes,
along
there
as
is.
guards with that.
Yeah,
You get paid
and they
for treatment jobs.
and they might pay you for it. I'll of course compensate you for going over to check in on the mayor of Nybor if there is anything truly dangerous going on.
Well,
Can't help but my eyes light up. 4 jobs.
4 jobs in one.
I don't. I kind of look behind. I don't think we've actually finished the job yet. I think we should have finished one here.
50% done. Maybe 45%.
Why are you talking? You shouldn't be talking. Stop talking.
Since when have I ever listened to any of you?
It's just, we're gonna have to buy you a spray bottle.
He does bring up a good point.
Just for-
Has Ezra listened to us?
The answer? Never.
I look behind. We'll do it.
All right then. Like I said, the supply caravan goes out, or the trading caravan goes out in the morning. Until then,
Who's the caravan master's name?
Yeah, who are we looking for?
Oh.
what were you doing perception for?
See if I saw a wedding ring or anything.
You gotta say that before you roll.
Do you need perception for that?
That would be
Really?
perception, looking for a ring on her finger.
Yeah, but you don't. As a rule, you tend not to decide that yourself.
Yeah, you say, hey, I'm going to do this, and then do. You don't, because I could just say, oh, and say I'm going to do this, and then roll, and not actually say anything, and then if nothing comes out, then I just don't say anything. So, just a rule of thought. Anyway. Yeah, who are we looking for?
It will be caravan. She dives back into her book for a moment.
Move back behind
This
Ezra.
caravan is. God damn it, Erlich. This caravan is headed by a Mr. Burklow.
Mr. Burklow.
And where would he be?
Where?
I suppose we should probably talk to him before just showing up to his caravan unannounced.
Yes, I was going to send a messenger when you all left, but he should be gathering up in the morning by the northeastern gate, near the White Deer. I think that might be where he's staying, actually.
The white
eastern
did, you say?
The White Deer, yeah.
gate near the.
Here, do you want me to pop you back to the main Sandpoint map?
Sure.
Alright.
I like how I'm the only one who says it, but he's like, all right, yeah.
Well, because I'll post this map in the
I-
main DM.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time.
It's on my mouse, Bellin. I'm also right-handed, so I can't write with a pen whilst I push to talk.
Wait, really?
Unless I grow extra limbs. Yeah.
Just become
try-
just become ambidextrous, so life will be so much easier.
No, because
Alright.
what would I hold the book with?
Your feet. Don't
My
question it.
God, you're onto something.
What, dude?
Just learn how to write with your feet.
Hang on.
Simple enough.
Oh,
Starts
God.
taking socks off.
I knew a kid like that once. I'm not even joking.
So, I feels like. Well, okay. Well, if we're gonna meet them there, and you're gonna send a message to them ahead of us, then I suppose we will meet them in the morning there. Is there anything else you'd like from us while we're still standing here in front of you?
No, that should be all I've got. And she closes the book that she was reading. Great sound effects, I know.
Dramatic books.
Great sound effects, I know.
And then just go
Yeah.
push the
Should
glasses
be
of
all I have.
an evil grin. Her master plan is coming to fruition.
Suddenly, a
As she-
cat jumps
as
onto
she,
her lap, and she just starts stroking it and spinning in her chair.
As she slowly pushes the spectacles she is suddenly wearing until they turn into two completely white discs of light.
What the fuck?
Glasses
No.
are scary.
No.
I ask her one question: is she free later? And wink.
No. I pushed him
Does he
out.
actually
I
say
pushed
that?
him out the door.
I was just saying, did you
I pushed
really
Ezra-
articulate
Wait.
the wink?
Did you actually do that?
The wink goes with "Are you free later?"
So
I
okay.
pushed him out the door.
As he says that,
I
she
outright
gets a very
just pushed him
stern.
out.
Yeah, as you're all trying to push him out, she just gets a very stern look on her face. No.
We are so sorry,
I-
and then I just like
I
use
wanted
my
to
feet
get-
to just kick him, just like
I
get out.
want to get paid before we get run out of a town.
Just I
You don't
kick
know
him.
if you don't ask.
Just get out, Ezra, get out of here, please. Stop talking.
Out with you. Out.
I need a spell that can silence you, please.
You have one.
Oh right.
Command, shut it.
That's 2 words.
Actually, yeah, you don't have a silence
Is there?
thing. No, not for command.
Has to be 1 word, and it's only those 4 words, or
Well,
something
because
similar.
silence
You
is.
can, you can tell him to flee. He's basically just flee, and he sort of books it out the door, going, "No, wait! I still want to ask you."
He fails the will save anyway, so.
We're
That's
leaving
if you
anyway.
want to use it.
That's what I was gonna use. I wasn't actually gonna cast it.
I was going to say, because that's one of your casts. Actually, you haven't got any more casts of that until we rest. You used them all in the cave.
He hasn't
Oh,
decided
yes.
that he was going to use it.
I didn't say I was gonna use it. I was just saying I have a spell I could use on you. That I'm going to if you keep talking.
I have
Sorry.
spells I can use on you, and they'll do a lot worse.
Yeah, are you gonna?
There's
We'll find
the
on my... Well, I don't have a cape, so you don't have much of a.
no, there's the backyard buggery though. He's got that's one of the jigs that he can do.
Yard, but
Now if he's
Perform,
running away.
dance.
are you? No.
What?
Right, so where are we going now? Because I had to let my dogs out.
Alright, so now we're going over. Well, actually, no, that's your guys' choice. Because you basically just been told you gotta wait for tomorrow.
I would like to go to
morning.
the armory. Salvo. Sorry, what's his name?
We should kill the goblins. We should go out tonight. Quickly
Savaz
go find the
Armory.
goblins, kill them.
You should rest so you get your spells back.
Ah, we don't need those spells. We can just fucking kill them.
So we could, or you know, we could actually do what we've been told by the slightly more senior authoritative person, rather than going, yeah, sorry, not to leave this caravan waiting around the place. Sorry, but we actually have to go and just like bugger about with a couple of goblins first for a while. Oh, what's that? The mayor of the next town? Oh, he's died. Ah, well, sorry. Maybe if we'd got there. No, don't be ridiculous. We couldn't have made a difference in that. We were here to kill goblin, so we needed to finish that off. Does that not seem a bit odd?
But yes, I wish to go to Savaz's armory and peruse his weaponry.
I feel there's sarcasm in that, but I will let that go.
Only mild.
Don't mind me.
He's now generating an item inventory.
You can't prove that.
We don't need to. You just admitted it.
Further to another, I can hear the beep boops in the background.
I'd be rolling die if I need to. Alright.
It's the disappointment. Oh shit.
So you're heading over to Sav's Armory? Was?
I am, yes. I don't know if they're joining me.
Is anyone else? Where is everyone else going?
I'll go with Ezra because I've got. Apparently, I'm carrying 2 shields worth 5 gold each.
Give or take.
Yeah, as well as the various gems you took.
Yeah.
Where
so
would we
is there
sell
like
those?
Is there anywhere that we could? Yeah. Is there a jeweler or someone or a pawn shop?
What's Reese's Palace? Or place, sorry. Would
Would
that be a shop? I don't...
Place.
That sounds like a tavern.
It's possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a place to sell the gems that we got.
Ask around. I'm sure you'll find somewhere.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'll tell you what. If I give you those 2,
Or the 2 shields.
you go and find somewhere to sell those. I'll go with Bugger Lugs and we'll go and sell. I'll sell these shields and he can, I don't know, chat up the armor or whatever.
I'm feeling very strangely attached to since the whole circle incident.
What?
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 You hiding behind me and now coming with me.
Oh no, I was hiding behind you because she went under a desk and I thought she was going for a weapon. That was just generic human shielding. Don't worry.
I think we're still within earshot of the town hall, guys.
Probably.
Okay. I feel like at least someone should go talk to the guy at White here.
Well, I was gonna say if we're I was gonna say if we're well that's the point because we didn't get a time that we were leaving from it.
No,
In the
it just
morning.
said early in the morning. And again, I feel like we should tell him.
You go and
give
at
him-
least poke
He has a
around.
party of who wants to, want to join him as a guard. How?
I believe the mayor said she was sending someone, didn't she?
Yeah.
She said she'd go and send a message to him, but yeah, it's still good manners to go and check in. I'd say because we've still got a fair bit of the day left. I'd say we go flog whatever we need to go and flog, and then meet up at the White Deer so we can have either a pint and or speak to this Mister.
I like the sound of that.
Sound like a plan?
But let's definitely make it both. A
Well,
pint
yeah.
and talk.
Everyone at White in an hour.
Belhan, are you yelling from the other side of your room?
We will meet everyone here in an hour.
At White Deer? Or at the
At
town hall?
White Deer. At White
White
Deer.
Deer.
The White
Okay.
Deer, right? Okay.
We're splitting the party.
So we got an hour. Alright.
You know.
So I'm going to attempt to find a place to sell the jewelry we have.
Might want to get some
like
health
jeweler.
potions as well, thinking about it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to find that. Can we easily find it, or what do you want me to?
Well, for health potions.
That would be Bottled
just-
Solutions,
no,
yeah,
no.
but he's looking for a place to sell the gems.
I'm just trying to sell the gems, not the health potions right now. I'll probably do that after. Gems first, health potions later.
To sell the gems. Hold on a second.
Because the potions
Very
would be
small
Bottled
tab.
Solutions. We saw that when we came down that road earlier.
Yep. It's an inn. I might be
just
trying to find general store.
We just had the red cracked gem worth 30 or 40 gold pieces and the obsidian piece worth 40 gold pieces. We didn't have anything
Yeah.
else, right?
No, that was all. That's the only other stuff that I got in the party inventory: 2 shields and some dog. I've still got the dog ears.
Do we want to burn them or something?
I was going to keep them and throw them at people.
That could work.
The feathered serpent.
Possibly
would buy,
Bottled Solutions
some
might.
obsidian and the ruby.
Okay, we go there.
Bottled Solutions might be interested in the dog ears for potion making or something.
So I guess we're going to.
Okay, that's fine.
Feather,
So-
you said feather serpent.
Yeah.
So we go there. Me and I think.
I was going to say, is Serena going to go with you, or are you going?
I mean, if someone wants to go with me, I'm okay with it.
I was gonna babysit Ezra.
I don't need babysitting.
I think he can take care of himself.
Oh, yes.
Not Ezra. Not Ezra. I'm not Bellin.
Oh, Bella. Okay.
I definitely can take care of myself.
Bellin,
can
do not sell my sap. As I said, I want that back when you're.
Your sap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just a
it
big
was
chunk of
handed
wood
to
that
you
you
last time.
smack the
Oh,
goblin
right.
with.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep, won't sell that. Um,
First time, I might add, after Cybran failed 6 times.
Alright, so let's do the feathered serpent first. Um, give me 1 second though. I have a thing for this. I need to find it.
There's an app for that.
Har har.
Ha 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 ha! I'm so funny.
So funny.
Where the hell is... Okay. I'm going to be using this instead. Let's hope this doesn't mess up much.
Ooh. Sounds like we're in a alchemist's lab. Yeah, that would make
it's
sense.
an alchemist lab. Although that isn't what the feathered serpent is. It's more of a magic shop. But actually, this doesn't work. So I'm just gonna keep on with the fishing village music.
Well, I mean, it's near the tavern, so maybe have...
that's fine with me.
Yeah, we'll just stick on with the fishing village music, especially because it is on the shore almost.
Yeah, we can have the alchemist's lab when we get bottle solutions.
Yeah. So as you step into the feathered serpent, it's a very disorganized looking place. Like there's just a couple staffs on shelves next to some scrolls, a couple potions on one rack. There's a sword sitting in a bookshelf. And there's a couple of various smells and odors that you can, well, smell, coming from some of the various things that line the shelves in the air. Also, there are around quite a few of the things that are on display. There are little tags that says "not for sale."
All right. Not for sale. Do I see an owner or a a keeper?
Yes, there's a desk at the far end of the room where a single, relatively old-looking man in some robes is sitting. He's just sort of looking very closely at a gemstone, actually.
I
Pretty
will.
interesting.
All right. I will approach the desk with the man on it.
As you get closer, he's still inspecting the gemstone. He doesn't seem to have noticed you even coming in.
All right. I get up to him. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
And he shuffles around on the seat a bit and puts the gemstone down. How might I help you, young lad?
Hi. I'm looking to sell a
Does-
few things
does
and
he
possibly
think Belvin
buy
is a child?
another.
Oh, well, what do you have for sale?
Well, we got a red cracked gem here and a obsidian piece. Now I got this here red cracked gem for about 50 gold. I was hoping to maybe get 40 from it. The person I got it from said they got it for 50, so I'm hoping to get around 40 or 45 at least.
That's got to be a bluff check.
And this obsidian piece here, this obsidian piece, I also got probably, I think, from my understanding, probably worth 40. Is what I'm looking for it. But yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a bluff check, Owen.
Yeah.
You are straight up lying about how you got it.
Bluff, 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 bluff.
Skill tree.
Oh, not diplomacy, right? Okay. Holy shit, boy!
God!
He believes you completely. Natural 20 and Cybran can't hit anything good.
This is, from my understanding, I try my best to know what these are.
It's like, Jesus, I'd be feeling a little bit personally attacked if I was you, Cybrim, the way this is going.
If I,
I've not rolled much better.
may I inspect the items in question?
Right, here's the red gem and here's the obsidian. You know, you can inspect the items yourselves, obviously. That's-
He just comes back. You were had.
So he takes it in his hand and just sort of raises the multi-gem and the obsidian up to the light, leans back a bit,
Does he have a little like
turns him about, and his
appraiser's
he does have,
monoscope as
he
well?
does have like a monoscope and like just sort of held in one eye by
Oh,
his eyebrow
lovely.
and cheek.
right.
Ah, yes. Yeah, the ruby is a bit cracked, but yeah, you did. It does seem to be worth what you were saying. So is the obsidian. I'd
Alright.
be willing to offer you about 40 gold for the both of them. Or not
Uh,
40, 90. 90 gold for the both of them.
I was gonna say
Good
40
night.
gold for the both of them. That's one.
90 sounds perfectly reasonable. Now, on top of that, I'm also looking for some potions of healing, possibly, if you have anything, or anything that might help regenerate some wounds that we may gain. That
Did you just pull out a shopping list?
I think that'll
No.
probably be the bottled solutions rather than feathered serpent.
Have I? Heeds the measure. We might have it. You
He
never
might,
know.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Wait, let's wait for Red. I feel like Red's just like surprised. I just immediately asked. I don't know.
Hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
No, I think he's having technical difficulties.
Uh,
Sounds like he's being mauled.
no,
is
not
possible.
quite. Not yet, at least.
Oh God. Oh God. He's
He
just
rolled a
being-
1 for perception.
help!
He's dead.
Help
He's
me!
dead.
Help me!
Ah!
He's already dead.
Already ready.
Oh,
Dead.
I'm
That's it,
stab
I'm
him
leaving.
now. Yeah.
That's it.
I'm out.
That's it! I'm moving the spider!
That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
I'm getting me.
Alright. Alright. Well, we've got a couple of potions of cure moderate wounds in here, but only about 2. Well, a couple.
And what are you selling those for?
Oh, those, give me a second.
Let me look at the money table.
Ignore the sounds of a book's page just flapping.
Let me look in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
He pulls out a decently sized book and is just sort of flipping through it.
This is his catalogue.
Alright. Yeah, no, people keep those and like make sure they
Oh,
sell
yeah.
right thing and stuff.
Potion of chain lightning,
Ooh.
potion of commune,
Hmm.
potion of control water. Where is the? Here we go. Cure moderate wounds. It's about 200 gold per.
I knew that was fucking coming.
Me too.
That shit ain't cheap.
Right.
It's like, what, 4d8?
No, 2d8 plus 1 point per caster level.
Alright.
Which in this case would be plus.
Plus
3.
2. Would it?
Right. Well, in that case, I'll just take the 90 gold. Might come back at another time, hopefully, and hopefully get some of those potions. Do you have anything else of, something under the 100 gold mark that you would find to be useful for an adventure? Here.
For an adventure.
Yes.
Um,
Someone's gonna go out to fight the bad our societies. Societies?
Let's see here. And he goes back to tabbing through. Under 100 gold, you said?
Under 100 gold. We're trying, you know. We are merely starting.
Has he got a filter that he can just press on his book to get the under 100?
Well, no.
It's a magic shop. He might have enchanted it.
Yeah.
Hang on, I need to refresh this page.
Let's see here. We've got a feather token of anchor.
A feather token of anchor.
Yes, particularly useful to the, well, sailors around. Might be useful to you.
What does it do?
So long as you use the token, and it will create an anchor which holds the craft in place, basically in the exact same place for up to a day.
Well, well, I think that sounds great. I don't see that being useful in a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't think we're going
We're,
sailing
we're,
anytime
we're
soon.
hoping to go towards more inland, so
There's not much that's well, truly useful for an adventurer that's under 100 gold.
well, that's perfectly fine. I'll take the 90 gold and call it there. I'll probably come back once we have a little more.
Most adventurers are fucking rich, son.
I know, right? Tried, guys. I tried.
We're starting out and we are poor as fuck.
Alright, then stay safe, young lad.
I get the 90 gold, right?
Yes.
Does he
Okay.
genuinely think that Belhan is a young bearded boy of human descent, or does he actually believe that he knows that he is a dwarf?
He is an old man. He might be senile.
That's true. It's just the way that he's addressing him makes it seem like he thinks he's some kind of child that's coming. Why
I
did
Might
I...
also not be even past that long.
Or maybe you guys started there.
Oh yeah, no.
Who
I was
knows?
asking Red.
Anyway,
Who knows?
I leave with the
Sense motive.
90 to be. I leave with the 90 gold and head start heading my way over to the
Here's the thing, Bellin. You don't know if I'm there or not.
White Deer.
Roll stealth. Actually, that's true. You never said if you were going with Belhan, if you were going somewhere on your own, if you were coming with us.
He could take care of himself.
Yeah, but that's not an answer as to where you were going.
As far as you all know, when you all split up, Selena went another way.
Fair enough. The thing was, Cybran just said he can look after himself. That's not an answer of, I'm going off on my own, or I'm going with you. That's fine with me. I don't care what she does in her own time.
I'm actually gonna stop by the Rusty Dragon on my way over to the White Deer. But yeah.
Alright. Are you just gonna stop by and grab a couple drinks, or?
No, I'm gonna talk to the guy.
James. Or the bartender.
But if you want, you can go to someone else before you go to me.
I'm doing it in a way that it's coming back up to the White Deer, so.
Okay.
Well, me and
shit.
Runic should probably go to Bottled Solutions first, then.
Yeah, well, because you're getting gold from the armory. Well, actually, you know what? Screw it. You're stopping at two places now, Bellin, so we're gonna pass off.
Thank you.
So now we go off to the armory.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is gonna be loud for a second.
Do you have a blacksmith's place? You fucking
Yes.
do, too. I love it.
It sounds oddly familiar to a visual novel I recently played.
I mean, it's royalty free.
Yeah, it is.
Perfectly timed, Runic, because we're now off to the armory, as you can probably hear.
Ah.
Alright, so as you all go up to the armory, Sava's armory, which has it's a nice stone house for the first floor with a open air. Well, the entire first floor is mostly open air, as it contains the forge, an anvil, all of that sort of things, as well as a bit of a counter. And there's along the inner walls, there's various weapons hung up and basically on display. And as you approach one of the men, because there's a man as well as two young men who are working at the forges, and the older-looking man stops his work, looks up at you, and starts walking over after handing off his tongs to another one of the people working there. Oh, hello there. What can I do what can I do for you?
Runic, we have things to sell.
No, I know. I was just sort of waiting for you to start talking.
Oh, I see. You
You're
expect me
waiting
to
for
lead
him
all the
to
time.
talk.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
allowed
was-
to
well,
talk,
I'm-
and yet you expect me to lead. What the
Right,
fuck?
no, let me just say this. I am so used to us walking into a situation and you insta start talking. I was like, I'll give him a minute to get him out of his system. And then it just didn't happen, and I was like, oh.
Is there
Okay.
armor here as well?
It's
Oh,
not.
Or
yes,
is
there's
it-
some. Instead of being like hung up on the walls like the weapon are, there are various like armor stand sort of things.
I am perusing the armor.
Hello, sir. I recently come into a couple of items that I hope to, if not sell to you, perhaps trade in for some credit. I'd pull the sort of two shields out.
Huh. These appear a bit small to be well useful as anything other than a buckler. Where'd you get them?
Oh, we came across them just down past Junk Beach. Sort of one of the many jobs that we've been doing for the town so far.
We
Just
murdered
thought,
their
I might be
previous
able
owners.
to make something of them.
They were goblins, so.
Yeah, that explains the size of them then.
I'll have you know, my third cousin was a goblin.
That explains the ugliness.
So, what, did you want to just sell them, or?
Yes, if possible. I mean, I don't know whether I don't know whether you want to pick anything up, Ezra.
I'm not entirely sure what in terms of light armor is kicking around in there.
There's a couple of suits of chainmail, but besides that, there's not much in the way of light armor. It seems to be more, well, metal stuff.
Hmm. Would I be able to get them to like sharpen my sword to give it a +1 damage so it negated my -1 from strength?
No. Basically, all of the weapons, unless explicitly otherwise stated, are already sharp. They're ready to go.
Alright.
Yeah, +1s are usually magical enchantments
What do I
or enhancements.
do I still do damage with my sword with strength even though I got weapon finesse?
No. You do it with dex
Oh,
now.
with dex. Okay, that's good.
Because you have weapon finesse.
That means I get a +2 to damage, which is even better. Okay, thank you. That was kind of what I was slightly confused about. Although I'm considering a shield. Just in case.
Yeah, they wouldn't really be worth much. I'd probably just get them. They'd probably only be really useful as scrap. He just sort of leans back and scratches his chin. I could give you 5 gold for each of them.
That seems perfectly fine to me, sir. I was hoping for a similar sum. Is there anything you wanted, Ezra?
Are there any shields?
Yes, I've just sold him 2 of them.
No, not those. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of them. It's about as big as my fucking fist.
Well, yes, I've got 2 little bucklers right here. Calling
Like,
me. No.
fresh off the.
Fresh off the arm of a dead goblin. Here you go.
Fresh off the adventurers.
I will take those and I will smack you with them. No, like in terms of like shields for a normal person, not a goblin.
Yeah, there are actual bucklers rather than the little combo shields. There's a light, like a round shield, sort of shield made out of a steel, as far as you can see, as well as a couple of fairly larger, like kite shield, sort of. And there is a actually 2 solid metal tower shields sitting in the corner.
I feel like that would give me a bonus to AC, but minus to movement. Having a giant fucking tower shield. What about the kite shields? What do they look like?
They're fairly large. They'd cover about, well, pretty much the entirety of your chest and a bit of your legs. In game mechanics terms, they'd be heavy steel shields.
Oh, right. I don't even know if I could wield a shield. Do I have to have training in to use a shield, or?
Yeah, it should say in your class whether you're proficient in them or not.
Light
Yeah,
armor and
they're
shields except tower shields. Okay.
So then, yeah, you can use them without having a big bonus or a big
Negative.
minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You require 5 bits to just cheer in the channel, you bastard.
That's not me. That is base.
That's Twitch.
That's Twitch. I
Not
think.
mine.
Also, 5 bits is what, 5 cents?
But
So-
unfortunately, you can't buy them in 5 cents.
Oh no.
Just type cheer into the chat bar.
Sorry, continue. Didn't mean to interrupt.
But yeah,
problem.
the kite shields, are they like plain metal or metal and wood or?
They're mainly metal, like a.
You
It's
got
like a
have you got a
fairly
picture of
thick-
the idea that you have for them?
They've got like really fine ups. There's like a really fine upstrut and a really fine across one, and then it's like a really thin, fine material struck between them, and a little bit like a ribbon trailing.
I could have a drum shield.
No. It's basically has the entire face of it is steel, like solid steel, and there's a thicker band of it around the edges of it.
Hmm.
It's like the usual sort of design, so shield, flat top, comes down at the sides, curves to meet at the bottom. And the backing of it is wooden as well to give it a bit more strength without it being entirely metal.
So the front is like a metal shield, and the back is wooden, and that with wooden reinforcement, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still got like additional metal strips running through the wood to reinforce it.
Yeah, and there's nothing like on it. It's just plain.
Yeah, it's just plain.
How much for
Could
the?
get it painted somewhere.
How much for the shield? This one. And I point at one of the kite shields.
That one, that'd be about 20 gold.
I'll take it.
Wow, Jesus.
Thank you, Belhin. Could you do it for 15?
I only got 10 from the ad.
That's it.
Alright, so oh god, why is Twitch all white? Oh
Blech.
god, that's annoying.
Nobody uses light mode anymore.
Alright, ignore me. So yeah. So that would class as a shield heavy steel.
Can he do it for 15? I'll put it to good use.
I'd say 17 because your friend here gave me a bit of scrap metal.
Okay, yeah, 17. I'm okay with that.
Alright.
Damn it, now I have to do maths.
What?
What's however much you have minus 17, right?
quick question, sir. Do you appear to have any or would you have any different kinds of bolts for the crossbow that I? Or is that not something that you tend to make or stock?
We've got a couple of them lying around. We don't usually make them in mass, although we do make some for the guard. What kind were you thinking?
Apparently, somebody has requested that I fire blunt ones to sort of
Occasionally.
incapacitate people.
We've had some problems knocking people out. Or goblins. And if you can't knock out a goblin, you can't knock out a human.
Well, because we've been doing work for the guard. Apparently, I think we're trying to be able to take prisoners. So I don't know that, or perhaps some sort of bowler that I might be able to fire from the.
I know sort of what you're talking about. I make some blunt crossbow bolts for the guard, although you have to keep in mind you're still firing a crossbow at the guy.
Oh, it's going
Oh,
to
no,
hurt
no,
like
You're
hell.
about as likely to make a bit of a dent in his skull as you are to knock him out.
Speaking of, do you actually make bolos?
Would you mind if I?
Hmm?
Do you actually make bolos?
No, we don't
Ah.
have any here.
Well, do you mind if I have at least have a look at some of the blunt bolts that you make? I'm just trying to see whether it's worthwhile me just taking the box of 20 bolts I have and just basically filing the tops of them flat and see if that's exactly what he's trying to sell me now, or whether it's just like actually differently constructed.
Alright. Yeah, sure. Hey, Sean, go grab those box of bolts and bring them over here. Then one of the other younger people that was working just sort of looks up and goes over and runs upstairs for a minute.
What
And
does
then
my
he comes
metal
back down
kite
holding
shield
a
do?
box with about 60 bolts in it.
Damn. So what does my metal kite shield do when I have it up? Does that give me a boost to AC?
Yes, so that is a... I was gonna just find the page and send it, but it'd be easier for me to say it. Okay. It is a +2 for your AC for your shield bonus.
Right.
A -2 for all of your armor check penalties.
Hang on. Why can I not edit this? Alright, do I have to put it in temp?
It's an additional AC items.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah. Also,
Yes.
I should have said this earlier, Viking, but the difference between a light and a heavy shield is the heavy shield's heavy enough that you can't, like, hold anything else in that hand or use anything. Like, you can't use that hand for much in combat besides the shield.
Yeah, would that be classed as a medium shield or oh no, shield, there we go. And that's what, 2 AC was it?
Heavy steel, yep, 2 AC.
Yep.
-2 for your armor check penalty. And a 15% for arcane spell failure chance.
Which I don't have.
I don't think so, no.
Does it
Also,
have a
it's-
maximum?
Also, it's 15 pounds.
That's quite cheap for a shield.
Yeah.
Fairly, yeah.
Oh wait,
it have a
we're talking as in
It
weight.
means weight.
Yeah, 15
Again-
pounds, not 15 pounds, Viking.
Yeah, it's 15
It's
pounds.
gold pieces here for crying out loud.
But still, 17.20 for a shield? It's not too bad.
There were quite a few of the same type of shield lying around.
Does it have a maximum dexterity?
Like I said, it's a -2 for armor check. So, basically anything that gets a armor check minus, he takes a -2 on. In addition to whatever he takes due to his other armor.
Minus
Which I
3
don't
in
think is
total.
anything. Well, let's see. Yeah, so all dexterity and strength-based skill checks, you take a -2.
Lovely, so I take a -3. What if I just like have it on my back when I do those? Does it still apply or
That's fine.
yeah, right, okay.
It's when it's on. Yeah, when you're wearing
Yeah,
it,
it's-
that's when you take the penalties.
When I'm actually wielding it. I gotcha.
Yep.
So, Viking, if you look right next to AC, there's a little box that says mint.
Also, keep in mind this isn't like Captain America style shield where you just sort of grab it and hold it there. It's got actual straps, so you have to strap it on.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It's one you strap to your arm, not one you hold out in your hand.
Well, I mean, even Cap's shield got straps. It's just because he's got fancy magnets on his.
Yeah, that was after the first Avenger, wasn't it?
No, he was throwing that shield around in the first Captain American movie, wasn't he?
No, I know, but in the first movie, he still had straps that he had to put his arms through, and then he got fancy magnets after that.
Because future.
Magic.
Yeah.
America's first super soldier. Let's use him for propaganda only.
Right. Bolts.
Yeah, so the bolts are... It's not just like a filed down tip, it's a proper, like... It's a cone sort of shape that rounds off near the tip.
Okay.
They're a lot heavier than your normal bolts, but they're also not a tiny point of impact. So...
Okay. How much would it be for let's say 10 of these?
I'd say about... Oh, we usually sell them about bundles of 20 for about 10 gold, so... Yeah,
And
I'd say
that's for a bundle
a
of
bundle
20.
of 10 for... Or a bundle of 10 would be about 5 gold pieces.
Oh, certainly not a problem on my end there. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, that's quite cheap. I like it.
Anytime.
I think that's us done here now, isn't it? Unless there's anything else you want.
No, I'm fine. Do you think there's anything else? Anything anyone else will need particularly? Or...
Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay. But no, thank you for that, gentlemen. That should be all.
TTFN.
Have a good day. And he just sort of turns back and grabs the tongs that the younger man that he handed off to the younger man in the first place, and picks up a hammer and starts banging away at a hot piece of metal that he pulls out of the forge.
Are we going to Bottled Solutions or are we going to White Deer?
I think we're going to meet them in an hour at the pub, won't we? Do you want to go and check out, see if we can get some potions? Because might be
Yeah.
useful.
I imagine some
Okay,
1d4 potions are probably relatively cheap. I don't know.
1d8.
Is it one? Are there only 1d8s?
For cure light wounds, because it's basically they're... The potions themselves are... You infuse a spell into a bottle
Oh, right.
with certain ingredients and binding agents, yada yada.
And cure light wounds is 1d8 plus your caster level.
Ah, okay.
So depending what caster's made the potion, depends what plus it has.
Yeah.
And they would probably be the same price as they were for Belhan.
Well, I think Bellans were
Those
moderate,
were
weren't they?
pure. Yeah,
Those were
pure
2d8s, weren't they? Well, we
Yeah,
can go have a
2d8
look.
That's what
plus 2 and...
Yeah, we'll still go have a look.
200 gold.
We've
I mean,
still
you
got
don't
like
know how much.
no,
you know.
but that's
No, I know it's like context wise for Viking,
yeah.
not
Right.
for Ezra.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Because we were maybe 10 minutes at the armory because we
Yeah,
walked
it's not been
from
like-
the town hall there. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. To be fair, we're all gonna be quite quick at what we were doing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you're all going. So you two are hopping over to Battle of Solutions.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to pop back over to Belhen, who is currently.
Having an orgasm.
Apparently.
No, he's currently
Jeez.
in the Rusty Dragon.
Coughing up a lung.
Yes, very much.
That's some strong stuff.
I'm gonna go try to find James. I can go up to the barkeep and ask. If I don't see him in the main room, I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and ask if he's seen James. Or do I see him? In the main room? Good question.
No, you don't see James there. There's a decent amount of people here, but
Okay.
because it's about it's a bit past noon, or actually no, it's getting towards evening now. Because you guys you started at about
Yeah,
a bit before noon and went down to Junk Beach and yada yada.
Yeah, this session would start about 2, 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over to the barkeep and talk to him.
He's when he sees you coming, he just sort of nods. Is sitting behind or standing behind the counter, rubbing away at a mug that he's cleaning.
Have you seen James around?
He wasn't here about an hour ago. So I need to run out for something, but he usually comes back here for dinner. Probably in like half an hour, an hour.
Yep. Alright.
Well, we're gonna return there anyway to go to sleep before we leave, aren't we? Because we have rooms there.
Well,
You're not there.
In any case, tell him I was looking for him. That if he comes by, we might come back a little later tomorrow, maybe before the morning tomorrow. Depends on what plans are later. So, yeah. That should be it. Well, if he's not here, then yeah, I'll probably come back either later or tomorrow morning, if I'm able to. So, right.
Okay. Do I have a place to send him if I find him?
If we're not here, probably the White Deer.
Alright. Maybe you want to stay there for the night.
Probably not, but it's really heavily dependent. I quite like this place, but you never know what the rest of the people that I'm working with are gonna be like. So, I expect the unexpected.
You've been walking around with me for a while, of course you should.
But does the unexpected become expected at that point because you expect the
And
unexpected?
I walk outside.
Let's
and
not
I
start
start heading towards the
philosophing.
White Deer.
Alright. So then we go back to
I'm slightly
Viking and
concerned what
Runic.
Cybern's been up to in this entire time.
who you two are heading to the bottled solutions, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So as you enter bottled solutions, it's a very cluttered looking workshop almost rather than a store. There's quite a few alchemical ingredients and some tools of the trade, so mortar and pestle, like that sort of thing, just sort of lying around on some tables. Some of the ingredients look quite withered and old. And the air is tinged with the scent of raspberries. And behind is a...
Oh, nice.
You can't really see
It's like walking
the
into a perfume
owner
shop.
of the... Yeah, you can't really see the owner of the shop, but you can hear the sound of mortar and pestle grinding something up in the back left corner of the shop, roughly.
Okay.
Hello.
It's just yeah, walk if there's like if you can see a counter or a table or something that I can rap on.
Hello?
Little bell.
there?
Ding ding.
And you see
It's got my
a
boxes turned up.
You say a head pop out from beside one of the main shelves in the middle of the room. It's his eyes are covered by goggles right now, which are fairly sooty looking, let's say. And the unmistakable, somewhat pointed ears of a half elf peek out to the side of his head.
Oh,
Hello
product of
there.
systemic rape.
Do you need some potions or something?
Sorry, Cybran cut out just as he was saying something, and all I heard at the end of it was grape.
Yeah, he cut out as he's saying something racist to half elves.
No. That was a Seth joke. Never mind.
Okay.
Sorry, all I heard was grape. I was like, what?
That's probably for the best. It was a bad joke.
Sorry, I wasn't sure whether you were whether you were trying to say something or not. I was like, oh shit, sorry. Didn't hear it. Yes, hello. So we're looking for some. Hoping you might have some healing salves or supplies.
Ah, yes. I've got a couple of potions which can stitch up the skin in a moment. If you just give me a couple of seconds, I'm currently mixing a very let's say temperamental potion.
Yeah, so no,
And
just
with
I'll
that,
just
he
have a
pokes his head-
peruse.
Yeah, and with that, he pokes his head back behind the
I whisper to
Shelf.
Yoland, that means it explodes.
and very shortly after, and you start hearing the scrape of mortar and pestle again. There's a poof, and a big cloud of orange smoke pops up, and suddenly the air is filled with the scent of rotting leaves.
Disappointment.
Rotting leaves.
Funnily enough, disappointment smells a lot like rotting leaves.
Told you.
And you hear the half elf start coughing behind the counter.
I imagine he's sort of coming out. Well, that went well.
Okay then. That hog root was a bit old. So, I believe you're looking for healing potions? As he pulls the goggles up and just sort of snaps them back onto his forehead.
Yes, sorry, I took a moment there because I burnt my mouth on tea.
Why are you drinking in my shop?
What? No, nothing. But rapidly puts the heated potion back on the shelf.
You're just
Nothing.
drinking one of his potions.
Yes, sort of healing potions, if possible. I believe we're looking for. Yes, we've been recently doing
yes.
some work for the guard. It's turned out quite dangerous.
Ah,
But,
yes, I've got potions that would heal a man's leg, which he lost last week. In but a
Not-
minute.
Not
Have
quite
you done
that
that?
severe.
Oh,
Do you have any spare legs? Actually, now I'm interested.
no, not at the moment. He needed his back.
So does it grow back like a little baby then, or does it just attach it?
Are you asking him if he Deadpools or not?
I'm just wondering.
I didn't say it was my leg. It was another man. He lost
No,
it in a
no,
hunting
no,
accident.
no. I'm just.
Was his leg detached by you to test your potion?
No, of course not.
Just
It was eaten
checking.
by the bear he was hunting.
Yeah, that'd do it. We're not looking
Right.
to regrow legs, just
Something for sealing
sealing cuts,
sealing
wounds.
light wounds.
If we lose
Yes.
limbs, then we will have to come up with something else.
Ah,
I-
yes, I should be able to.
I might if we need to
I should
regrow
have
limbs, I
done
might
those.
start looking into carpentry.
Just a wooden fucking arm. Peg leg.
You can end up with like guy out of is it American Dad or Family Guy, the one with just a 4-leg peg.
That would be
Family Guy.
That's Family
Er,
Guy.
yeah.
Seamus, I believe his name was.
Yep,
Oh dear.
the old sea dog. But, yes, I've got finest potions in this town. I can get you those in one moment. And at that, he sort of runs off. This one, no. This one, no. This one, no. Aha! And he comes back
As he's
with
searching through his potions, I'm just gonna whisper to Yoland. Perhaps there's somewhere we could get a bag of holding or something.
How rich do you think we are? I mean, it's
I don't know. I don't know how
not
much they
that
cost.
rich.
All I know is they're good for carrying things.
I would imagine a lot.
Well,
It is a lot.
we need to ask somewhere to find out a rough guide, don't we?
Well, you could ask him in a minute if you want.
We'll ask, see what happens. Worst case scenario,
As
we
it
can
is.
steal one.
As it is, I'm thinking this is going to sort of clean me out anyway.
Possibly.
Aha! There we go. I've got these 4 here. And he comes back with an armful of with some like bright orangish colored potions.
Are these similar to the ones that just exploded?
Oh my
No.
god, it's Iron Brew!
Original recipe as well.
Original recipe, Iron Brew has restorative power.
1d8 plus 2.
It's not iron. It's not iron.
telling me to drink liquid chaos.
Iron Brew, made
Drink the
from
wolfen
gun.
chaos.
It's amazing at seal and wound.
No, it's not iron brew.
Are these the
unfortunately.
1d8 ones?
Yes, they should be.
So they're light cure wounds?
Cure light wounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they should be.
What do you mean you should
How
Although-
much would they,
Than the average cure light wound style of potion,
I see.
because I made them.
Oh,
What
excellent.
is your
How-
caster level?
If you could perchance rate your spellcasting ability, if we were to use a term such as levels, what on a scale of 1 to, I don't know, let's
20,
say 20, would you gauge yourself on there?
Well, I'm not a spellcaster. I'm an alchemist.
Well, and your ability as an alchemist on a gauge from 1 to 20, how far up or down that scale would you perhaps...
He sort of raises his chin. I'm the best alchemist in town.
So a 20 then, okay.
Jolly good?
A skill profession check.
How good is he at his job so we know what the plus is?
So yes, how much would these runners each? And if we were to buy a
All
couple,
4
would
of
we
them.
perhaps get a bulk deal?
These ones, oh, normally I'd sell them for about 40 each.
All
how
4
much
for
would you
120.
add? All 4 for 120.
Come on, we're buying them all in bulk.
All right. I'll be fine with that.
Oh, okay. So have you got 120 on you then?
I do.
Oh, jolly good. Well, it's good to know that you've
that-
supplied.
All of your money?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sat there going, oh, what? We're buying all 4? Okay. Hmm.
The random passerby looks at his purse a bit dejected.
It's like, wow.
120 just like that, fuck, you know. So yeah, 120 for those.
That's just a distant, hey, big spender. Just playing from the back of the shop.
So that is 4 times 1d8 plus 2, 3.
Just let me know when you drink them and I'll tell you.
That's not helpful.
Oh,
Plus question mark.
Just put four potions
I
to
don't
light
think
work.
those are healing potions.
For
Oh, God, it's so
1d8
easy to get you
plus
guys
question mark cure light wounds.
Red suddenly rolls a D1000.
No, I was going to say this is the point where
The
Ezra passes out.
randomness
And,
comes in.
well, I was going to say randiness.
Randomness.
Ezra passes out. Earl and force feeds him a potion. Suddenly he's like, no, oh, that's not what I wanted at all. No, he's humping my leg. No, that's no. Right. Well, at least he's conscious now. I see.
Also, would
Wait,
you
isn't
happen...
the dog supposed to hump the human's leg?
Ezra, we're talking.
Are you
about.
calling me a dog?
Fair enough.
How dare you?
Jotun isn't a dog.
He's a wolf.
Just out of curiosity, did Ezra also walk into the not Ezra? Jotunus also walk into the potion set?
No, he tends to stand outside whenever we go into buildings, just for the sake of God.
Terrifying
fairly
of
large-
other customers.
Yeah, I had to go make sure my dogs weren't ripping some squirrel's head off. So
Fair enough. Would you also happen to know where we could get a bag of holding? Is there even one possibly in this town?
Oh, bag of holding.
I know that's quite an advanced magics.
Well, the only one who might have one might be the old gentleman at the Feathered Serpent. But they are quite expensive.
Isn't that where Belden was going?
What? I mean, I don't know. I know he was going to sell some gems and things.
I do, however, have a potion that would allow you to carry much more than a bag of holding.
That's okay, thank you.
How?
How can you carry more than a void?
I'm
Bags
just
of holding
asking
do
in
have
case
a
it.
limit.
Yeah, bag
Bags
folding
of
go
holding
over
they do.
pocket dimensions, aren't they?
Yes.
I'm sort of going. I'm just wondering if the reason you can carry more than a bag of holding is it turns your arse into a pocket dimension. I'm just
I like
highly
this idea.
suspicious of this.
That is a brilliant idea for later. Thank you, Rennick.
Oh god.
Yeah, make a pocket dimension out of a dancer's cleavage.
I like
Which
that
will have
idea.
all the right tools for the right.
Hammer space. Hammer space.
Right, could I do a knowledge arcana on these potions to gauge if they are actually cure light wounds potions?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, we've got no reason to distrust the bloke. He's
Yes, we do.
selling us
Yeah,
cure wounds.
fuck it out.
As far as you know, they're the best healing potions you've seen.
I've only seen one as I was drinking it.
Yeah, you know, that's why your knowledge is so useless.
Also, I think the only one here who would actually know what Cure Light Wounds is supposed to be is Belden.
Probably.
Do you want me to put those with the party gear, or
I mean, can do. We can split them one each.
Oh, of course. And you must be adventurers, are you right? Am I right?
Don't tell me you used to be an adventurer like me.
Oh, no arrows in my past. But I do have plenty of potions for adventurers.
No
should
arrows
admit
in
that
my
he's rebel.
past. Fuck you.
Yeah, did he just admit that he's forever alone?
He said arrows.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we are indeed adventurers. What sort of potions would you perhaps have that might be current?
And a kind of
I've
cheap.
got a potion. Cheap. Well, I've got this one that makes you hit as hard as a Minotaur.
My personality already
Yeah.
does that.
I've got this
Also,
one which
I
will allow
mean,
you to
the
sneak
smell
through an
also
army
does that, so.
undetected.
How dare you? I smell lovely.
I've got a potion for dealing with that smell.
I have prestidigitation. I
Is it
smell
the
like
bar
roses.
of soap?
Is it
Is
a
that,
bar of
maybe that's the problem? Maybe you're too
Wait,
free.
No, this is a potion shop, so it'd be dish soap.
It's called
It's
a bottle
really
of
fairy
fairy liquid.
This mystical cleaning ointment from another land.
Fairy liquid. Oh dear. It comes from actual fairies.
Oh god.
It's like fairy piss.
Oh god, why?
like a Bellen's just sitting in the background chewing on his chip.
He's in as far as
He's
we
just
know,
outside the shop.
he's in the
I
Rusted
don't know what
Dragon.
the fuck
He
they're
can-
doing.
He's sitting in the background. Where are you? You're not even in the shop.
No, I'm the random passerby apparently.
Hey, big spender. And just disappears.
Is there anything else that you might have? Actually, there is one. Would you perhaps have like a potion that would allow someone to climb? Perhaps sticking to walls or something, as if they were an arachnid of sorts.
Like a Spider-Man.
Yes, I do have something for that actually. And he
Oh, really? Excellent.
runs back out.
Oh, really? Sound of
And he
disbelief.
goes, this one now, this. Aha! And he comes back holding a potion bottle filled with a dark purple liquid.
I'm not drinking that.
I believe this one will do what you want.
You believe or you know?
I know.
Right.
Sense motive, please. Shit!
As far as you know, what he's saying is true.
So how would this work then exactly? I mean,
It's probably a fucking potion of polymorph and it turns you into a spider. I wouldn't put it past this guy. He seems shady as fuck.
He's not some skooma dealer.
Because you have
Dare
coins if
you
you
insult
win.
this man? How dare
Is
you
this-
insult this man's claims to propriety?
I
Is this
will
potion?
admit, I will admit that thought did cross my mind.
So what is this potion dealer, J. Jonah Jameson? Give me Spider-Man.
No. So sorry. What do you say, Runic?
So how would this sort of enable that? Allow someone to move like?
Just
Well, it
spawns AR.
increases your grip substantially, which would allow you to climb virtually any surface, so long as it's not perfectly smooth. But well,
I can think of several uses for increased grip.
I imagine that it in game terms it gives you a plus to your acrobatics or climb or something.
spider climb usually does give you a plus to your climb. I
Yeah.
think.
Which is -4, so it wouldn't fucking help me.
How much would that would that cost? How much does it set me back?
This one. This one was a difficult one to make. I'd say about 70 gold.
How's about 50? Were we to procure it?
How about 60? Ignore the monkey.
I was about to ask.
I honestly thought it was cats fighting in my garden.
I wasn't sure if that was Bellin taking in a deep breath before eating the chip.
I'm just going to, while keeping this guy's gaze, do we actually want to buy this?
No. I don't think so. I was merely wondering if it was possible.
Oh, well,
Just
there you
thinking,
go.
the sort of cliff path. If we were to have to, on the eventuality of us coming back, if we were to have to help deal with the goblin problem and they hadn't sealed it, something to allow us to get around that way.
I'm sure if we do some readings, we can find some spell or something that'll make it easier.
Okay.
Right then. Are there any other spells for
Okay.
adventurers? Or potions,
Yes,
even?
I've got plenty of other potions. What would you be interested in?
Do you know what? I think we're good. Do you think we're good? I think we're good.
I mean, we've got the health potions. I don't think we need anything else right now.
I mean, unless you need something for your
Strength multiplier?
No. Your
Increase your charisma?
No, your
Stamina booster.
He's talking about
The-
penis enlargement.
Yes, stamina booster.
That's
I mean,
not what
yeah.
enlarging does. I can confirm.
Are you sure you're okay without that?
I
Would you
don't
need it
need
for
it.
you? Don't you? Are you sure?
I'm certain. Do you want to check?
Okay, that's fine. No, you're okay, thank you. Just, apparently it's very common. Just, 1 in 5. And all that. No,
One
that's,
in
that's
fi-
fine.
What is
okay,
that
thank you.
statistic for?
Nothing? No, that's okay.
No, seriously, what
Right,
are you
shall
talking
we,
about? I don't understand.
No, it's fine. Well, yes, thank you very much, sir. We shall be on our way.
All right then, come back anytime if you need another.
Shall do. I should forever be at the forefront of my mind when thinking about potions. Especially
that
those ones
just-
that-
As we go to
Nods
leave,
and
I say to
goes.
the guy, seriously, 1 in 5, what is he on about?
He just sort of shrugs, and then goes back to behind.
I have
He
no
goes back
fucking
behind
clue.
the counters and starts. You hear another grinding of mortar.
I know
and pestle
exactly the
together.
place we should ask to find out this 1 in 5 statistic quest. Pixie's kitten. They would know.
Right, you know what? You go check that. I'm going to the white.
Oh my
the
god,
white-
that's an
Wait.
actual place.
Yeah.
Wait, are you actually telling him to go out on his own?
Hallelujah!
Oh god.
I'm going to the brothel. I have my own quest now. Find out what he means by 1 in 5. While I'm there, I can
Do you
stop
re-
at the feathered serpent.
Do you? Sorry, hang on. Just let me get this straight. For someone as worldwide
Renowned lover.
traveled as yourself.
I believe
I
Ow.
it's
mean,
dinner.
that might perhaps have been.
Stop yelling.
There's just a child down the street screaming. Don't worry about it.
I was going to
Right.
say you've just been cheered on.
Yeah, so this is going to have to be a bit of a dinner break. My
Yeah,
apologies.
that's fine. We can take like a 5-minute break or whatever.
Well, it might
like-
be
Well,
longer
probably
than
a bit
5,
more
depending
than
on
that.
if
Yeah,
I
but
have
that's
to-
fine.
Yeah, if I have to stay up there, it'll be longer. If not, probably 10 minutes.
Oh,
I will be back.
Well, I will
As
run
we
an
all break
ad,
for this
and we
short
can all.
intermission.
Yep, we can all have a break.
quickly going to knock Ezra out
Good fucking
and
luck.
drag him to the White Deer.
You're not gonna wait for Bellin first?
Well, no, we were going to meet at the White Deer. weren't
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Is my channel currently running an ad?
If I refresh the page, it probably will be. I clicked the wrong button.
No, it is not. Run ad. Commercial
It's
break
running an ad.
failed. Commercial breaks are only allowed once every 8 minutes. But you're not running one!
Running an ad. It's running an ad for me.
Oh, okay then, it is. Cool. Apparently I can't see that.
Then again, I did just refresh the page.
That could be it.
I'm currently getting an ad of a girl eating a wing, then putting on makeup, then eating another wing.
Are they hot
What?
wings?
They are hot wings.
Alright,
To show how good a mascara is or something?
I don't know. I think this was an ad for Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay. Though now it's back to the Be Right Back banner, which is now buffering.
I return. I return. Who else is here?
I'm still here. I have found something Red may like. I'll
Uh-oh.
post that later.
Good call. That's not going to come up on the stream.
No, I'll post in the stream.
Oh, okay.
No longer going to become a part of your band. Don't worry, Viking. I'm doing things.
Oh,
You just don't know.
Oh, yeah, I figured you were doing things. That's why I said I'm slightly
Oh.
concerned that you've been missing for this time and we've not heard what you're doing.
Streams started back up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Hello, Twitch.
It's kind
Now
of become a little bit of a podcast at the moment.
A little ASMR.
No.
ASMR of a lighter. The same lighter that nearly set my headset on fire.
More than once.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Late Night Jazz with the Pathfinder RPG. On tonight's jazz episode. I'm waiting for Cyberman to actually start doing jazz now. It's not really working.
I can't sing. I was about to start a shanty, but rip off the longest Johns. You know, we'll be the longest Johns, but the shortest Johns. Yeah, there we go.
The biggest asshole.
If I had any musical talent whatsoever, do you think I'd be here right now? I mean, I probably still would be, but you know.
Do you think I'd be here? I mean, I would, yes, definitely. But I'd be trying not.
I'd be trying not to be.
Hell, I'd have a premise to continue streaming. I play games and music, you know. I'm like that one dude that goes on chat roulette and has to censor out all the dicks he sees.
What, the do?
Yeah, that guy. I forgot his name for a second there.
Yeah, he goes on Omegle and plays the guitar for people on there. Sometimes
Guitar.
sings. Marcus
That
Veltri
weird
does the same thing.
Japanese, musical note thing.
Oh, the automaton. Yeah. Thing looks like a sperm. And it's designed to look that way as well.
It's designed to look like a musical note. They just went with a white color because white is cute.
I guess sperms that look like that are cute.
That depends on who you're talking to. You can think of several people who think sperms look like the most reprehensible thing in existence.
Well, yes, but let's not get into SJW on this.
Oh,
I don't know why, but Me8bot isn't working.
Meeps?
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Wasn't he supposed to be Mr. Meeps?
I guess so. Mr. Meatseeks.
Wasn't Mr. Meeseeks, Frosty's?
No. It's from Rick and Morty.
No. The bot.
V6. Or whatever his name is.
No. Well, it was set
Actually,
that way originally.
I don't see, streamers of units anymore. Oh, shameless Switch links. Okay,
Yeah, mine's not been shared on my
Jeeves.
channel or on...
Yeah, he's just renamed to Jeeves in fourth bat.
Yeah, my stream's not been shared on either of the channels for some reason. Mine or 4th Battalion. Which makes me think...
Have you changed your,
Yeah, you changed your name to get,
Yeah, I did it on mine as well. But no, it makes me think that it's currently having difficulty.
Well, no, hang on. What's your actual...
Viking Warrior Gaming VWG.
Yeah, because that's what I changed it to in fourth bat.
Yeah, I've not changed it
Because I
since.
don't... Hang on, let me just check. Because I don't own fourth bat. But I can go into this.
I like how, the stream you did last Saturday with the Mass Effect thing still has the thumbnail for the
Pathfinder,
what we're
yeah.
doing, what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I don't know
Like,
why
it's
that was fucking weird.
literally, it's literally right now too. It's wait, they're all like that.
Wait, every single one of my
Yeah.
streams or every
Yeah,
single
yeah.
stream?
Yeah, every single one of your streams on your Discord are like that right now. Until September 14th.
What
And
the
they're just
fuck?
yeah.
The Pathfinder game, fair enough. Vermintide 2, no.
Well, it's not that it's just not just the Pathfinder thing. It's literally showing what's on is on
Yeah.
the stream right now.
That's
Like,
weird.
it's huh.
That's very weird.
Well, Day of the Dragon's coming out soon, boy.
Oh yes, that game that you lot have put Kickstarters into to get better dragons or different dragons or whatever.
Actually, I put Kickstarter in because it actually is a genuinely interesting concept. There aren't actually that many games where you play a literal fucking dragon.
Hmm. Yeah, I suppose not really.
That's the one Red and I showed you.
What are you giggling
No.
about?
Sorry, I'm just looking at the bot settings in Fourth Bat, and I've just checked in the error log, and it's just like the past 7 things are so and so deleted one message by Calamity.
Sounds about right.
Might be an issue with whoever hosts the.
Yeah, that's
could
what
be.
I'm thinking.
It still says it's linked to your
Oh yeah, I've got the same.
It's linked to the right channel.
Yeah, I've got the same bot
Because
in
that was
my
the-
channel.
That was the issue last time, was that it was linked to your old name.
Yeah,
But
but when
so I
I
just had to
yeah,
change that bit over.
but yeah,
had to remove
I've got the same bot that
underscore.
announces my streams in my Discord as well. But
Yeah, he's likely died.
yeah,
I have to manually announce whenever streams happen in my Discord.
I mean you can
I
just set a bot up
both.
to do it, or Kaio, set him up to do it.
He's too busy OWOing.
Ooh, ooh.
Don't start. We get enough of that from apples.
Yeah, she started doing that a lot lately, hasn't?
Mm-hmm.
You've no idea.
I really
Irritating
don't. I'm not-
doesn't
I was
cover.
gonna say, like, Zulu chat is essentially just 40k bollocks, and then apples occasionally weaving out.
Sounds about right.
I'm occasionally
Well,
posting
admittedly, Merrick's-
Vietnam memes in Phoenix.
God damn it, Calamity.
Merrick's finally got into apples though. Started getting into the Sisters of Battle.
This is more acceptable than fucking Uwu.
Well, at least he's not. She's not Tao.
That's true.
Red's Tau.
Yeah, there's no helping some people.
The quote unquote good guys of 40k.
I think
The
Red's,
communist space cows of 40k.
Red's like Salamander, Imperial Guard, Tau. Like those are his top 3.
Within
there's me, Space Wolf,
Reach,
Space Wolf,
I
Space
have.
Wolf.
I was gonna say within Reach, I have Swolf,
Swolf?
Dark Eldar.
Swolf.
Swolf. Swolf, Deldar, Dangle, Bangle. You know, like I'm just used to shortening everything.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dangles
the
and
fuck is-
Bangles.
Dangle
Bang.
Bang. Dark
Well,
Angel?
Dangles are Dark Angels and Bangles are Bloodhead. Dangles and Bangles.
We thought it was one thing, Dangle Bangle.
Honestly, I thought
That-
you were trying to refer to Dark Eldar for a second there.
No, they're
I was-
Deldar.
Deldar.
Can't really shorten Eldar, can you? Or Eld, I guess.
Well, they're not even that.
there's
They're
something
Aldar
with
anyway
the
now, aren't they?
L.
Oh,
I
god,
can't
yeah,
remember.
they changed their name.
Also, Dark Eldar, literally the most useless and not needing to exist species in the entire galaxy.
No, all the weird kinks have to be accommodated.
It's a safe space for BDSM in the 40k.
Actually, just
world.
very specific question: are the Dark Eldar hiding from Slanesh as well? That's Slanesh one Eldar souls.
I think.
Oh yeah, no, oh yeah, they are. They just tend to. They're the ones that kind of brought it to being. And they're like, yeah, we still do that. We still hide from the same shit, but we just have
And
to go
yet
out and
they
murder other
still
people
do the
'cause we
same shit that would.
Yeah,
Spawn
they
another
still get off
Chaos
on it.
God.
But, yeah, they still get off on it. They just tend to run off.
Hmm.
There's a lot more of a like just fucking cheesing it away.
Let's have a mass orgy on a planet to summon some demons of Slanesh and then run
That
away.
wasn't really
Ah!
the Dark Eldar. That was all the Eldar. They just kind of split. Right?
Yeah, the ones that liked doing it and continued to do it became the Dark Elf.
And the ones that were a bit more
We're like,
conscious.
oh shit, we appear to have created something here. Perhaps we should ease off on the murder boat.
Unfortunately,
remember
that
when
has
we used to
cost
be
them
the
quite severely.
Protectors of the entire galaxy. Maybe we should do that again. Oh yeah, sure. Let's...
Yeah, the fact that
You're trying to say that, and there's like half of the room sort of goes, yeah, no, okay, fair enough, with like a drink in the hand, and then the other half is sat there with ball gags and gimp suits going, just sort of shamble off into a separate room and continue doing what they're doing.
with chains on. Yeah, sounds about right
Well,
for the Eldar.
that's pretty much what they're doing. Like Kimura is still connected to the webway, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
'Cause I think like that's the only keeping the Eldar ahead of Slanesh is the web.
Because she can't access the webway, can she?
I don't think any of the Chaos gods can access the webway.
No, it's a separate thingy, but
It's like another
the thing
plane.
is, the law for that is the older shit that I know, like the old crap.
It's 30k old crap.
I mean, Jagatai Khan's in the webway somewhere.
Yeah, but like
to erase those knifey pointed ear.
He's just gone on a fucking webway speedway.
yeah, he's just you just got Genghis Khan drag racing fucking anything he can find.
Sounds about right. I actually just from Warhammer Conquest, I just got a Primaris attack bike.
One of the old theories about Russ was that like Russ vanished into the Eye of Terror, and that's why the 13th Legion followed him. Because they're like, well, yeah, we look after him. We're going with him. And the 13th Legion keeps sort of coming back and going, hey guys, why are you wearing half Chaos shit? Because mine broke. I had to pick some up. Why are you hairy? Doesn't matter. We're still on your side. Anyway.
Wait, what about those
It's not strictly how it
the Legion
worked.
of the Damned? Yeah, those guys.
Legion of the Damned are like Legion of the Damned are odd because it's one of the weird things where they
They canonically exist, but that's about as much as we know.
The theory I heard is like the Legion of the Damned acts very much like how Chaos Demons acts, except they do it for humanity rather than
they're
towards
like
humanity.
they're basically that's one of the things that act similar to sort of benevolent demons.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
the same
idea
sort of
that the Emperor himself has also become a
Hmm.
minor Chaos god.
Well, there's another one of the other theories is that they're manifestations of the Emperor's
will.
Emperor's will
Yeah.
to come to assist things.
The leading
War
theory
king at
is
this
that
point.
the Legion of the Damned are Imperial demons. Basically.
Yeah, which
Well,
still like,
that would be the same for the Sisters of Battle, channeling warp energy for the
or the
divine.
saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, saints. That's one of the conversations that was had today in Zulu chat was about saints. Hello, hi back. I'm Dad.
Why did you name me this way?
I will be right back. Oh shit.
Baby back, baby back, baby
I'll
back.
I'll be right back. 3 years later. He went for cigarettes and he never came back.
Hey, Runic.
Yeah.
Can I drag you off for a second?
Oh dear. You can do. That's like I'm just. Oh no. Where's he gone?
Calling you, I think.
Oh, yes, he is.
And then there were 3. Hello, Bellham.
Wait, what's going on?
Red and Runic are doing secret talkies in the background.
Oh, Brett's back?
Yeah, he just got back, and then he dragged
Ah.
Runic off to have a chat to him in private. Not sure what about. Secret whispers.
Okay, well, we don't need to know, so.
No, just whispers.
I'm gonna keep watching them, so.
They shall tell us if we need to know. the fact that they've gone to essentially another room to do it makes me think that we don't need to know. Or we will find out eventually. I'm going to grab an ice cream.
And we're back.
All right. So is that something I know in character then?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's a concern.
That's fine.
What's a concern?
Nothing is.
The fact that he knows something in character.
What? Yes,
I
I
know
do.
some-
I know many
He knows
things
many
in character.
I know things in character too.
You know nothing, Runic Moose.
I know
You know nothing, Runic Moose.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Actually, do you know what's really weird? Is saying your own username out loud.
Yeah.
Red Dragonfall? Eh.
I hate it when I have to do it on the
Maybe
radio.
it's just the fact that I was putting it in a northern voice.
That might also have something to do with it.
Runic Moose.
You know nothing, Runic Moose.
When you've got to do it on the radio.
Dad, how was dinner? You don't feed me anymore.
Where'd that come from?
Cyber.
Don't question it.
If we
I mean,
started
dinner was
questioning
great,
it now.
but that wasn't part of the conversation.
No, I just
Another
got
feeding
that.
for you.
Oh. Daddy, please.
Never fucking say
There-
daddy
there is a
again.
there is a very large difference between saying "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned" and "Sorry, Daddy, I've been."
Okay, I'm back.
For the last time, it's forgive me, Father, I have sinned.
I love that picture. Daddy, I've been naughty for the last time. It's Father, I have sinned.
We're awful people.
Yep.
You had
Not
it
very
out.
good.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
No, I never had the doubt. Just making an
You
observation.
guys probably are, but I know I'm not.
Right, shall we continue then?
Probably a good idea. You never actually stopped the stream, did you?
Well,
He started as soon as he came back.
yep. We had
Yeah,
a little bit of a
that was it.
podcast about Warhammer.
Okay, then that's interesting.
That's why I did
Alright,
Alright,
so when we
sweet.
came back, you had just left bottled solutions.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you up to now?
Well, let's head to the White Deer. At least go and speak to this this Mr. Burklow. Let him know that we're to be assigned guarding his caravan.
We've
and
still
then,
got like half an hour.
yeah, I know. And unless you're a one-pump chump, I don't think there's much use going to Pixie's kit.
No, I want to ask him about this 1 in 5 statistic.
Do you really? Right. Okay. Let me break it down for you a bit. Okay. So apparently, 1 in 5 people within your race appear to have some issue. How do I put this? That
Put it in
doesn't
plain
get us
words, please.
kicked off.
I had passerby one his getting it up.
Really? Just point at the passerby. Like, hang on. Do you think they look a bit like Serena? No. Okay. Yeah. Apparently, your race. 20% chance.
20% chance of what? Failing to get it
To
up?
get it up.
That's
Yeah.
a thing?
And yeah, I mean, you looked awfully tired and upset the other night when you came down from that particular event with those people. I just wondered whether you'd let yourself down and let them down. I know a couple of them were sniggering as they staggered downstairs.
That is not true. They did stagger, though,
more.
that's true.
A couple of them were sniggering.
Not on me, no one.
Yeah, just
DM has made his voice known.
that's just just wondered if you needed a hand. That's that's good for you. Good
Are
for
you
buddy.
offering to
Good
give
for
me
you.
a hand?
I ain't giving you everything.
Find
let's
a room,
just-
you two.
so let's just-
passerby.
So let's just reach around the corner of this.
Let's not reach around here. I'm going to the White Deer and I'm just gonna fucking walk.
No, you sure? Okay, cool. Right. Oh, thank Christ, that worked.
I knew it.
Runic, yeah, Runic, you can hear some golf claps in the back.
It's like, okay, right, let's go, right, to the white deer.
Alright. So they're off to the right deer. Belhin, where are you going to?
White deer.
You know, Runic, that plan could
You
have
were
backfired.
done. The
The
Rusty
white
Dragon.
deer.
Okay.
White
Well,
deer.
we're gone to the dragon.
Yeah, he went to the Lusty Dragon. You guys... I'm gonna say
Lusty
you both
Dragon.
came out
That's
at
an
the same
entirely
time.
different
Rusty.
establishment.
Rusty. Rusty. Don't worry, you'll find that later.
The Lusty
But, yeah,
Dragon, I
so-
like it. Roll Constitution.
You are just waiting. You're just waiting for him to try and seduce the dragon. Then you're like, yeah, okay, I'll just roll down.
Roll Constitution.
Congratulations, you've seduced the dragon. Roll damage. roll a Constitution saving throw. Wait, why? Huge adult male dragon.
Hydra problem.
I
Alright.
hydra your problem.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
Me and
Alright,
Runic will
so-
probably make it to the White Deer before Belhan. Are we just gonna stand around and wait for them?
Bellin will likely get there about just before us, I would imagine. We fannied around
just
an awful
after.
lot more at.
Well, actually, yeah, a bit.
Hmm.
It'll be near the same time.
You guys took a lot of time, so
Yeah, we did. We fannied around for a while.
You guys will get there first.
No, okay.
Rolling
Only by like a
1d.
couple- Only by like a minute or two. So,
As we get to the door, I was just taking a bit of a scenic route, sort of contemplating.
life, the universe, the fact that his god isn't acknowledged as a major one.
I thought the
Huh.
main
That
god
he
was
has
42.
drawn in the back of his book with a crayon.
I might need to make some amendments to that book myself, to be honest.
As will I.
Okay, yeah. Yes, the,
I'm just now imagining Ezra with the Book of the Gods, just scribbling cunt, cunt, hot, cunt, cunt.
Yeah.
This one has a hot con.
You can't say that.
So, as you,
I would call you a cunt, but you lack both the depth and the wall.
as you open up the door to the White Deer, it's a similar sort of setup to the Rusty Dragon, but everything seems cleaner and nicer.
All inns built by the lowest bidder.
The tables are, well, actually clean and wiped off and have a little bit of a tablecloth on them. The
Oh god, this place is civilized.
the barkeep isn't scrubbing away at a mug constantly. He's just sort of sitting there enjoying the atmosphere of his own bar. But there's only a couple people here. A couple groups of two just sort of enjoying a meal. A few people just sitting on their own watching the general crowd. And there's a table where you can see three people. One of which has a very fancy clothing, purple clothing, and a very nice looking hat set upon his head. Take a guess who?
Would that happen to be our client, target, whatever you want to call him?
No, you do not use the word target. The person we're accompanying. It's just gonna sort of walk over. Excuse me, would you be a Mr. Burklow?
Oh, indeed I am.
Ah,
Are you the adventuring group that the mayor warned me about?
So,
Yeah.
what do you mean warned?
Yeah.
Word.
No, you were right to be warned. Yes, that is indeed. We're here to sort of talk to you about the
Our Lord and Saviour.
Lord and Saviour. No, here to sort of see what time you're planning on leaving tomorrow, so that we can come with you.
Yes, we're
stepping on the
going to be
road.
setting out, well, right about at dawn, about 5:30. Also, roll perception for me really quickly.
What, both of us, or?
Yeah, both of you.
That's the wrong page of the character sheet.
That slightly concerns me.
Alright. So, yes, we intend to leave about, crack of dawn around, I believe it's 6 a.m.
Okay.
Or
How
just
many?
before.
How many would you be in the caravan? Just gonna sort of say, just. I tell you what. Should we sit down? I'll get some drinks, and then we can discuss these sort of plans once the rest of everyone else gets here. 'Cause
And
there
payment.
there are some more to have. Yes, indeed.
Yes, I can. And he just sort of,
Because God knows I'm
motions
poor now.
for one of his
I,
people.
I was legitimately just gonna ask Ezra to get it, but okay, cool.
I have
Yeah,
88
and
gold.
he-
I can get it.
He motions for one of his, the other people sitting at the table to grab a few chairs, and he looks up and motions again to him to grab another one. And I believe your friend the dwarf has arrived, if that's him. As Bellahin enters the tavern.
I
Yes,
see
it
the
is.
group and completely
Stomp,
avoid
stomp,
them and go
stomp.
towards the bar.
Stomp,
You're gonna
stomp, stomp.
completely avoid them and go to the
You've been spotted. You can't avoid
Oh
us.
no, no, you can.
Little
Fair
escape
enough.
artist?
Stomp,
roll
stomp.
escape artist.
Stomp,
forgetting
stomp,
how to,
stomp.
like,
My
being
God's
tied
not
up.
major.
Just
Grumble,
walk
grumble.
straight past, jumps in a barrel, throws himself off some waterfalls.
I get drink.
Alright. The drinks are a bit more expensive here, but as you taste it, it's also a bit better of a, or it seems to be a bit better of a brew. Also, that'll be a gold.
A gold.
A
A
single
single
gold
gold.
piece.
Yeah.
Not
Oh
8
my
gold.
God.
That would be fucking
Well, it's
expensive.
It's for a couple of drinks. I'm gonna say.
I
A
can get the
round.
I can get the round if you want.
I just gave myself though one.
No,
Yeah,
well,
it'll be.
okay.
Well, it'll be like 2 if you want the second, because a gold will cover 2 here.
Okay,
As a
cool.
Rusty
I get
Dragon, a
2
single gold would
drinks.
get you 3.
Ah, that's
But you
why I
didn't
love
have
her.
to pay there because you're a friend of, James, and James sort of paid your tab for a bit.
He probably won't do
The
that.
key
for
bit
much
there
longer.
is for a bit. We need to go back and check in and make sure that we're not going to have like bailiffs come after us.
But yes, so we have, we've got 3 carriages. And then we have me, my 2 associates here, another 2 for carriage drivers, as well as this one here, and he pats one of the one still standing, or sitting next to him on the back. Are the carriage drivers, me and my other associate. He gestures to the one who is getting up and dragging over a chair, who then sighs when he sees the dwarf at the bar and puts one back.
Wait, who puts the from where?
One of the people that was sitting with the merchant, the caravan's master originally, was told to go get chairs, and he was told to get an additional one when you walked in, but now he has to put one back because you're at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just gonna stand at the bar and drink and not come and sit with us?
I wait a minute to see like what they're doing, but then I end up going over there.
Because I was going to
Okay,
say,
so
the
then,
entire
yeah, he
point we were
won't-
coming
It's
to
just-
the White
When-
Deer.
I was just gonna. If we notice him come in, it'd be like, oh yeah, cool, sit down. We're just gonna talk business once Serena gets here.
Okay, I was like, I just don't say anything and just walk towards the bar.
Yeah,
I get
okay,
2
cool.
drinks and then bring them back to the table and drink both.
That's fair.
Last orders, eh?
Cries into beer. My God's not major
sorry.
God. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Sorry, Red. I missed how many carts there were altogether.
3, didn't he say?
That's 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any
3
guard
carriages. 3 drivers, me and my associate as merchants, and we've currently got 4 guards of our own pay.
I think you definitely need more than that. These roads are dangerous from what we hear.
Dangerous from goblins, from all we've seen.
I believe that's why we were sort of asked to assist.
And
That would
also,
make it
yeah,
8
not
all told.
too worried with your group coming along.
What sort of? Oh, actually, before we start talking numbers and shit like that, is Serena coming any point soon, or should we just sort of sit around and wait for her to?
Is she already here and we missed her because our perception was too low?
Is that same passerby walking past, pulling off like a wig and face mask and going, "Yes, I'll sit."
rolling the skies every time?
Oh, by the way, a couple people have walked out, and a couple more people have walked in. And as you were talking, just like it's been just like ones or twos occasionally walking in or out. And after a while, Serena does walk in after you.
I'll head over and take my seat next to him.
Or kick
The
one of the
one.
others out and take their seat.
The caravan master just sort of nods to the one who he sent to grab chairs earlier, and he sighs and gets up and goes and grabs another chair.
In that meantime, Serena sits in his chair.
Sorry I'm late.
Got
Got what? Got
Stuck
robbed?
doing something.
Ah.
Got stuck doing something. Yes. Sorry. Did I cut out there?
Yes,
Did
you
I stutter?
Yes.
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Oh. It's all the sea air. It's used to it.
Messes with your constitution.
Uh,
All these damn seagulls that never shut up.
yeah, they're quite persistent.
Right, so do we want to continue the conversation?
actually
now?
a good call about the seagulls.
And suddenly, every single one of them
Suddenly,
drops
a
dead.
band.
It's like Serena's just—that's why she's late. She spent the entire time murdering every seagull she could find.
Yeah, there is a small group of musicians in the corner.
Fuck
How the
off.
bloody
This
hell
is
did
a-
they get here?